Good evening, Alamo Heights. Welcome to another exciting night of high school football here at Harry B. Orem Stadium, Traylor AZAR Field. I am LARHON Fields. Alongside me is my broadcast partner, Brian Money Monet, and we're thrilled to be your host for tonight's showdown between our very own Alamo Heights Mules and the visiting Victoria West Warriors. The sun is starting to set. The lights are about to be bright. It's homecoming week here at Alamo Heights. It's also October, which means pink will be a part of the coach and players' attire supporting breast cancer awareness. As we enter into week 7, the Mules have been working hard, maintaining a record of 6-0, being gritty, determined, and incredibly working hard as a team. Well, their opponent tonight's also coming in with a record of 6-0, and they're 2-0 in district play as well. Tonight we'll see some very talented players on the field that stand out in a major way. We need to find out who these players are. Brian, my man, welcome to the broadcast tonight. How are you feeling?
Oh, man, you know, the sun is shining, the birds are singing, and Mules football is on the docket. It's homecoming. It's Friday night football. I'm excited to be here, man. You can just feel the energy in the air. The stadium is rich with anticipation, man. It's going to be a fun one.
It should be, and not only a fun one because our Mules are playing, but they may actually get a little competition today.
Yeah, man.
We've been going all week back and forth trying to figure out who this Victoria West team is, because there's two Victoria teams. There's Victoria East, who's not in our district, then there's Victoria West, who is in our district.
Definitely.
Victoria West is a very young school in the sense of age-wise. They're 14 years old.
Yeah.
So all things new for them. This is their first time ever being 6-0. Talked to Coach Boyce this week, and he mentioned the one thing about this team that he likes, and he's seen the fruits of labor is they play for one another and they play hard.
Definitely. And you can see it in that game film, man. Real team oriented. On defense, they swarm to the ball. I feel like, of course, swarm is like an overused catchphrase when we're talking about defensive football. But even if you look through the stats of their defensive front, right, they share the wealth. And that's not something that you oftentimes see on defense.
Well, you see it here at Alamo Heights because each week we try to find a player of the game, player of the week. And sometimes you have 2 and 3 because you're like on defense alone, because you're like one guy's playing for the other.
Correct.
And when you have that, it makes your team amazingly strong. Same with the offense side. It's like, okay, yes, DK Garza could have a 4-touchdown game. Michael Terry can have a 4-touchdown game. Landon Baldwin can have a 4-touchdown game. So it's just that same thing. So tonight's going to be a true definition of who is the number 1 team in district at this time.
Correct. But when you're looking at the battle of 2 unbeaten, something got to give, and I think we'll see that tonight, right? I'm interested to see, right, how this game plays out. We talked about it a little bit off camera, right? You know, we're gonna see haymakers given. We're gonna see punches exchanged. So I think at the end of the game, once the dust settles, once everything is calmed down, the person who was able to withstand those blows are gonna be the one that walks away here the victor.
You definitely can't flinch tonight because if you're thinking you're coming out of this unscathed in the sense of you're going to be perfect because you're perfect, not the game to be that. We expect perfection, right? But in this game, each team will strike. The question is how far of a distance. You know, who will get the edge to stop. This game almost brings me Barney vibes in the sense of it's like an undercard vibe. We don't know Victoria West because it's our first time playing them.
Correct.
But we know Bernie. But when we saw the Bernie game, it was a boxing match.
Correct. And you know, not to overuse some of those catchphrases, but we've said this also, styles make fights. So we're going to see definitely a clash of contrasting styles, right? You have the more disciplined, more, you know, I would consider hard-nosed, very physical Alamo Heights team, right? Versus a Victoria West team that is very talented, right? Not to get too far ahead, but, man, even when you're looking at who they utilize in terms of their rushing attack on the offense side of the ball, I mean, who do you key in on?
Well, I mean, they do have, like, both teams has key players, right?
Correct,
and we'll get to those in a second. The word that comes to me is swagger.
Yeah.
They play with a confidence, right, wrong, or indifferent, that makes you have to say, who is this? And why are they, right? So tonight is their big final exam test because in our district as it shapes up now, Barney was off last week. They're 0-1 in district. They play tonight. They're looking to go 1-1. Kerrville Tivy is 1-1 or 0-2 in district. Veterans Memorial's 1-0 in district. So the race is starting to separate after this week. This is only the third district game for for most teams. And as you keep rounding it out, you want to get pole position for playoffs. Only 4 teams go. So Victoria West, this would be a huge win for them.
Oh, 100%.
Right? And for Alamo Heights, it's just a test of earlier than expected. They don't normally get tested in the past few years until playoffs. So this is good for both sides. This is like a playoff game.
Oh, yeah, 100%. And I think playoff atmosphere is something that we're going to definitely expect. You know, it's almost like usually the old critique on Alamo Heights is that they make it through their district untested, unproven. Well, you know, they ran through their district, but their district's pretty easy. Let's see how they handle it in the playoffs. Well, we can't necessarily say that this year. Even during their non-conference or their non-district scheduling, I mean, they had 6A school after 6A school that they were going up against. They started, you know, not necessarily started the season against Bernie. They had a very competitive Bernie early in the season. They had a bit of a break, and, you know, of course, this is no disrespect McCullough, right? Harlandale. But here they are back again in the frying pan, playing against a very tough Victoria West team, right? So it's going to be, I think, kind of what you said, just to kind of add to that, at the end of the game, one team will definitely be in control of their destiny going forward.
Definitely. And looking, not getting too far ahead, but the Mules only have 3 more district games.
Man.
They have, after this, they have Veterans Memorial next week, Friday. Then they have McCullum here at home. And then they end their season a week early, not a week early, but their last game is not the last week of the season. They have a bye for the last week. They go to Kerrville Tivy. So by taking care of business tonight, you have 3 games. This tells you a lot about who your team is or isn't. You make those corrections. And again, what we're saying for Victoria West, they're a very athletic team. So it gives you a playoff feel, because when you get to the playoffs, most teams are either strictly disciplined, run-oriented, or they're very athletic. So this is, again, another test early to see who you are.
Definitely.
So let's do this, Brian. The Mules are about to enter the field. Let's talk about the key players for Victoria West. Who should we look out for their top players, offense, defense, and special teams?
Oh, man, on offense, we can't go no further than Genesis Jeffries. This is a young man who has 127 yards per game that he's averaged. He's rushed this season already for over 637 yards. He's a junior, right? Now, the thing that I find most interesting about this guy is he's listed as a wide receiver on offense and a free safety on defense, but he gets play everywhere, right? He gets in that running back. And, you know, I would then for our second most impactful player on that team, look no further than Tristan Bernard. Averages 95.5 yards per game. He's rushed this season for over 573 yards, right? His average per game yardage is usually is 20.5, right? This is another guy, right? Listed as wide receiver. He's a junior. Plays wide receiver, plays free safety, plays running back. So we're really looking at a dual-headed monster for their offensive attack, as well as, you know, of course, his offense. You can't talk offense without talking about the quarterback. Dominic Martinez passed this season already for 1,273 yards. That's on 136 attempts. He averages 212 yards per game, right? He's a senior, right? So we've seen him used as kind of like that center focal point, that calming presence on the offensive side of the ball. But they don't pass it a lot, right? They're totally comfortable with putting their star players, Genesis Jeffries, Tristan Bernard, Jared Swanson, out in space, and then letting those guys get out there and work. Now, on the defensive side of the ball, I mean, it's a picnic table, man. Everybody eats, right?
Yes, sir.
You got Jacob Freeman, 8.7 tackles per game. Jevion Galvan, 7.5 tackles per game. We can Jack Starlin, man. I can go on and on. And that secondary is pretty stout. get the ball in the hands of his playmakers, and when adversity arises, he's going to have to calm the ship. We talked in previous games, man, stars got to be stars. We have a 5-star over there on that offense. Michael Terry III has to be felt on the field tonight. It has to be no doubt that once we get to the end of the game that he's the best player on the field. If he has a big game, we expect this team to go far, and that's going to start here tonight. DK Garza, man, another one, right? He's the right-hand man. He's one cut to the house. He has to have that in play today, which also brings us back to our offensive line, right? This is a team we talked early off camera. Victoria West doesn't really blitz too often, right? So
athlete on athlete, good on good.
100%. So we have to see that our front five has to be better than Victoria West front seven. If we go to the defensive side of the ball, hey, Max Bacon got to have a game, right? He's someone who's involved in pretty much every interaction on that defensive side of the ball. So Max Bacon, Albert Colglazer, right? Those impactful players who are usually present, right?
Please remain standing and remove hats as the Alamo
really
Heights Mighty Mule Band
Not
plays
just
tribute
have
to this
a
great
good game, but
nation.
we're
Our
going to have
men and
that
women in
next play
uniform
mentality.
throughout the
Oh,
world.
If you get
All
beat
our
deep, if you
veterans
get
with the play
schemed
of our
against,
national
hey,
anthem.
next play up, because this
100%.
game is going to be a back and forth. That's what I predict, a back and forth game.
100%. So I definitely hear you, man. So it's definitely going to be fascinating to see how this all plays out, right? Because like you said, stars on stars, right?
Yeah, well, this is where the stars shine bright, even in the deep state of Texas, right? If we see anything today, is there going to be an unsung hero? I believe that Victoria West will have to open up their cupboard, because like any team, the deeper you get into a season and your key guys are the key guys, you're going to need that unsung guy hero to step up. Who would you estimate for Alamo Heights that unsung hero to be?
Oh, man, I'm giving it to the entire offensive line unit, man, right? The big guys who are seldom praised, right? But they're doing those dirty work in the trenches. Our offensive line has to have a big man, right? Because the thing is, we're talking about two stout teams, right? We're talking about exchanging blows from Alamo Heights to Victoria West, right? So the game within the game is going to be just as relevant as to who gets into the end zone. So we're talking about fights among the fringes with the wide receivers blocking, trying to get open in the secondary. We're talking about the offensive line imposing their will. It's going to be a war of attrition, right? If the offensive line has a good game, there's no reason why we shouldn't see production as far as getting in the end zone from our running backs.
With that being said, for me, for Victoria West, the unsung hero on offense has to be Jarrett Swanson.
Yeah, man.
He's the receiver that plays opposite of Tristan Bernard. And so if we know we're king on Tristan Bernard, if Jarrett can't step up to put pressure on our defense, then it may be a long day for them, because, again, this is Victoria West's first big test of their entire season, 6 weeks in. Alamo Heights has been tested.
True.
We went down to Nebraska's Canyon, which is a 6A school, handled business there. Played Seguin, who just became a 6A school, but there's a familiar rivalry there. Handled business on the road. Bernie came in the building. It was a touch-and-go game, right? And then they found a way to separate. So, again, fireworks galore. It's homecoming. All the pride and swag should be in favor of the Mules. You're at home. You slept in your own bed. You ate your own Chick-fil-A down the street. I know it wasn't home cooking, because I know these cats don't know about that. But they got their own Chick-fil-A in their belly, and they're ready to go. And all week, they've been not overly confident. They haven't dismissed Victoria West. So we'll see. And we'll see very soon, because Victoria West will be kicking off to the Mules. They're receiving the ball. And let's see what they do with this first possession, first drive.
Oh, man, here it comes. Hey, if you're scared, go to church, right? This game is going to be a magnificent one. So we're definitely going to see. We're going to know early on, right, which team showed up.
No, definitely. Well, definitely. But we don't have to talk anymore
Kicking off for the
about
Warriors, number
who's going to be what,
31,
because it's about to be
Ariano.
showtime here in 10 seconds.
Back to
You are
receive
watching
for the
Alamo
Mules.
Heights
Number
football
81,
on
Landon Bolden.
AH Sports
14,
Media. We're glad
Craig
to carry this
Johnson.
game. We're glad that you're watching live wherever you are, however you are. We hope it's all is well. Kickoff is kicked. Ball is being received. And the Mules, the play was stopped dead whistle. I've never seen this before in my life, where they stop a play dead. He weighed fair catch is what they're saying.
Fair catch. Mules begin their drive 1st and 10 from their own 25.
That was a mistake on the Mules. I don't know why you'd call fair catch in the end zone when you could just run it. So good eye by the official there. As the Mules take the field, you mentioned Robert Mickler being the quarterback. Let's see if he's in rhythm, right? He's had a game where he came back against Bernie, and he was his first game back. Harlandale was Harlandale. We ran the ball for a bunch of yards. So 15, now this will be his true test for himself tonight in his 3rd game of action on the season. We have Mickler in the backfield, single back. Ball is snapped. Ball is handed off. Looks like to Patrick Arriaga for a gain of 1 yard.
Number 2, Michael Terry, the 3rd, the ball carrier.
By number
Tackle
42.
on the play by number 4, Jeffries.
Jevion Galvan. That's one of their workhorses.
Second down.
Him. He had 7.5 tackles per game. He stepped up early.
We're looking at a 2nd down and 9 from the 26-yard line. Still keeping. Can't really tell if that's Patrick Arriaga or if that's DK Garza. That's DK Garza backfield on the right side of Robert Mickler. Victoria West is showing a bigger front. Robert Mickler splitting the Red Sea, getting some yards, going north and east, but picks up the Mules' first down.
Tavion Peoples, number 24, with the tackle for Victoria West. In there with the stop along with a gang of Warriors.
That was a 12-yard run by Robert Mickler. That's good to see him on the move. We've yet to attempt a pass here. We have DK splitting out to the field side. We have 2 Mules in the backfield flanking Robert Mickler. Victoria West showing blitz but backing off. Another handoff. DK Garza splitting it, and guess what? DK Garza hasn't stopped running since last week. Last week he had 4 touchdowns. He has touchdown number 1.
Holy, and I don't even eat it. Guacamole. There's DK Garza in for the touchdown, and it looks like the Mules have struck first. First punch of the game. There we go. Let's see how Victoria West responds.
Yeah, we'll have to see, but I'm just more amazed that we went 3 runs in a row. So you know what that means. Coach, offensive coordinator Mike Baranko said we're setting the tone and we're going to set it early.
Look, man, I'm not an Arkansas fan, but I do say with love and affection, Woo Pig Suey, we got to give it to the big boys up front. That offensive front, right?
Yeah, and Laswell's
made the practice fell early. We talked about
10:39 remaining in the first quarter.
And we're seeing this even with Victoria West. They're not necessarily being aggressive. Right, they're sitting
want to
back.
be sure and thank the Alamo Heights School Foundation, one of our stadium sponsors tonight. You know, the Alamo Heights School Foundation
is definitely a sit back, let's see what's doing, react to the play, as opposed to kind of sending those guys in the head hunt.
Well, here's the thing. I don't say they're not being aggressive because they've already changed the front. Like I said before, they like to run a 3-3-5. Well, they're in the 4 and they got a 5. They're showing blitz and backing up. There's nothing you can do when the train's coming down the track and you're getting smacked. Like, that's just the facts of life. Now, with that being said, for the Mules, you can't say sigh of relief, oh, we're doing what we normally do, because you don't want to give a special teams touchdown up right here in the first quarter. It is 7-0. Alamo Heights on top. DK Garza with a 61-yard touchdown run. Gannon Laswell with the extra point.
For the Mules.
The Mules look sharp on the first drive. Now it's time for our Mules defense to mount up and get a stop. Back to receive for Victoria West. They have 2 returners back. In the freshman game, I noticed they did the same move we do, which is the reverse handoff. But right now we have a sky kick to the 32, and their receivers down on contact.
Fielded by number 7.
Looks like that's number 19, William Tribby, with the stop there on special teams.
Yeah, number 7.
Warriors begin the drive 1st and 10 from their
Victoria
own 31-yard line.
West. Joseph De La Garza, senior wide receiver DB, with the return.
Be sure to support the Mules and support your hunger tonight by grabbing a bite to eat and an icy cold drink at the concession stands. While you're there, say hello to your friendly Mule Team volunteer.
Here
Concessions
we go.
are located at both ends
lined
of the
up. Victoria
Support
West
the
coming
Mules
out.
and support your
Dominic
hunger.
Dominic Martinez trying to lead the charge for the Victoria West Warriors. Man in motion. Handoff for Victoria West. Getting good yardage. That's scary right there.
Yeah,
Picks up a gain of 5.
And that was number.
Short gain on the play, 52.
Looks like that was Genesis Jeffries there with the
Duperrier
attempt
with
and
the tackle.
tackled by Joseph Duperrier.
One thing we failed to mention is Victoria West likes to move fast, quickly. They are not trying to slow down. If they feel like they smell blood, they're trying to attack it. And they pick up the first down here on 2nd down and 4.
Number 11,
Pushing the
Trevor
ball
Robinson,
to
the
the
ball carrier. Number 6, Patrick Arriaga with
40.
the stop. That gain is good for a Warriors 1st and 10 from their own 42.
43-yard line.
Like that's Jared Swanson there with the reception, tackled by number 30. Number 30, that is.
Second down pass, looking back to pass. Boom! Incomplete. Intended
Breaking his pass incomplete. Intended for number
for Jared
14,
Swanson, the
Aiden
guy we
Daniel.
need to step up for. The Victoria needs to step
Second
up for them.
Yeah, that's 2 targets for Jared Swanson already. So they're definitely making the attempt to get him involved early.
Yeah, right now our chains and our borders off. It should be 2nd down and 5. Okay, it should be 3rd and 4. Victoria's running a scramble in the backfield. Running, their O-line is getting a push and denied by the Mules defense, led by number 6, Patrick Arriaga. My apologies.
Short gain on the play is 4th down.
4th down and 1 for the Mules defense. Victoria West is not flinching. They are looking to the sideline for a play. This could make or break the first half for them if they don't convert, because the Mules will get awesome field position.
And I don't know if you want to give this Alamo Heights offense a short field to work with.
But this is the swagger and confidence I was talking about earlier. They feel like they can pick up a yard with their O-line. They need 2 to be exact. And guess what? They found out the hard way.
Wow.
As they say, test that assumption and let me know the results. And the assumption is wrong. You cannot go for it on 4th and 2.
Number 6, Patrick Arriaga with the tackle to stand big, standing there big for the Alamo Heights defense.
Right here in Alamo Heights.
And that was one of their star players. That's Genesis Jeffries. That was in there on the attempt, on the rushing attempt. That's not something that, that's not a.
Of Mules Athletics.
Seeing him not gain that yard isn't something that you see too often.
Well, here we go. Mules back on offense. Robert Mickler in the shotgun. Hands it back off to
number 2, Michael Terry III.
Michael Terry with the carry.
Number 32,
a gain of 3 yards.
Gain of 3 on the play. It's 2nd down.
2nd down and 7. Lisa and Scott in Brazil, thank you for tuning in. You have a family member that is so proud of you guys and glad you're tuned in to hear this broadcast. I wish I could be in Brazil with you. Here we go. The Mules on the move.
Michael Terry III brings up.
This looks like it's going to be 2nd down and 7. No, sorry, 3rd down and 4. The Mules are looking kind of sharp right now.
Yeah, man. That efficiency.
Yeah, here we go. Patrick Arriaga checks in for offense. DK Garza gets a break. Intriguing, bringing Michael Terry. We got some motion here. Timeout. I think sometimes we do too much and we get caught behind the play clock. We're not very. That's what if I have a critique is that we got to work on is calling a play and getting set. Like it should not take this long to get a play. Like don't be so cute. Know what you got to do. Call it and let's go. But normally, thankfully, it's the first half. You don't really worry about your timeout situation too hard.
You can show your mule.
You need this first down to sustain the drive, right? Because your defense did a great job of stopping them. If you can go up 2 scores early man, that's just one of those things that makes you even more dangerous because the defense can play ahead.
That's the Mules Hall store.
And, we see that as challenges.
Right next to concessions. Stop by and pick up something tonight.
Offenses, that run first only really works when you're ahead of the score.
Yes.
But you get down in a hold of 2 to 3 scores, that does something to the psyche, right? You have a hard time because you know that not only are you playing against your team, you're playing against the clock.
Yeah, you're playing, and all that. The other team knows what you have to do to get back in the game. Here we go. Victoria West looks like they're bringing pressure. Another handoff, cracking a crease, and it's going to be close on that first down. They're spotting it a yard short. Big decision for the Mules.
Gain of 3 on the play.
Michael Terry,
it's going to bring up 4th down,
number 24, Tavion Peoples, in with the stop.
Coming to that timeout, I expect a little something different, but we went to our casual run play there. Right now, with 1 yard to go, you might as well run it again. See if they can stop you. Our O-line that you mentioned earlier has to be a key factor right here.
100%. Looks like we got Michael Terry lined up in the quarterback position.
We normally go to Wild Mule, see if he hands it off. Opens up a crack in the crease, first down, 2 feet, and he's in the zone.
Smoke.
The auto zone play of the game. He's high stepping like he's a hot stepper.
Mama, there go that man. Michael Terry III in the end zone with the touchdown. I'm talking 1 cut to the house. Love to see it.
Not a golfer, but that's par for the course today, brother, because that's what we saw all last week. It was run game. And we've thrown the ball once today? Once. That's
once.
What a difference a year makes.
Yeah,
I think we threw the ball about 40 times before we got to a run. Not to say that's a bad thing. I'm saying, that's how awesome the O-line is doing. Gannon Laswell with the extra point. It is your Alamo Heights Mules 14 and the Victoria West Warriors 0. We have 6 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in the first quarter, and your Mules are fuego on fire. Again, thank you for tuning in to tonight's broadcast from wherever you are, however you are. We hope you're enjoying this as much as we're enjoying this. If you're a former Mule, give us a shout in the comments. It's your week. It's homecoming week. There are tons of Mules here in the stands, ready to live and bask in the glory of their days here at Alamo Heights. In the future, it will look a little different, Brian. But for those of you who are saddened, trust me, there's no need to be sad.
No, not at all.
Some things are good to be new. Ask people with new hips and new knees. They feel like they are no longer in pain. And that's what we'll feel like when we move in that building in a year and a half from now.
Oh, man. LaRon, I couldn't have said it better myself.
Look, I'm not saying I want a new knee transplant this time, but I'm saying I can only imagine.
Look, feel like a new person.
A new you will do. Here we go. Alamo Heights in a familiar position. They are in the kickoff position. Last time we had a sky kick to the 32. Return for a very short gain. Again, momentum is everything. You can't let a big one hit here because then they'll feel like they're right back in it.
Oh, 100%. Now, I will say this. If you would have told me at the beginning of the game that we'd be up 14-0, I'm not sure I believe.
I would. I mean, we've done it before, right? Again, what did we say in the pregame?
Yeah.
This is a test bigger for Victoria West than it is for Alamo Heights. Alamo Heights is used to being in this position.
Correct.
The question is Victoria West ready for the moment? Can they own it? And can they show it? And so the game's not over, by any means.
No,
so they still have time. Maybe it's jitters. Maybe they get the road trip out of them, and they respond right here.
It was a long drive.
6 minutes, 35 seconds remaining in the first quarter. The ball is spotted at Alamo Heights.
Warriors begin the drive 40 from their own
40-yard line. There was the kick off was out of bounds, which was a penalty. So I would say somewhat of a short field for Victoria West. They have 0 backs in the backfield, so it's the quarterback run or it's going to be a pass. They bring it back into the backfield.
That Tristan Bernard.
Here's a pass, quick bullet, well covered by Oliver Duffin.
Looks like that target on that play was number 4, Genesis Jeffries. So on that play,
they're moving Genesis Jeffries around. He's their workhorse back, and that's what I expect for them. Is move their playmakers around and put them in space. And here they go, drop back pass by Martinez, looking deep, bombs going, nice spiral, and the ball is either intercepted by Walker Warnicki.
Walker Warnicki, number 30,
That pass
the
is
senior.
intercepted by
Yes, he channeled his Richard Sherman because he's a Seahawks fan, and that's what Richard Sherman would have done on a deep ball like that.
Wow, big play. Players make big players make big plays in big moments.
Yes,
And
Walker,
there it
playmaker,
is.
Warnicki. There you go. Here we go. The Mules offense is back on the field.
Mules begin 1st and 10.
That'd
from
be
their
1st
own
and 10
7-yard
from the
line.
7. Here we go. Mickler in the backfield. Calling for the snap. Victoria West looking. Oh, pass. Connected. Deep run.
And that's number 8, Hunt
Nicholas
Conger
passes
with the
complete.
reception
Hunt Conger, and
with the
that's
large
another
gain.
26-yard
first
gain on that
down.
pass and catch, and yak afterwards.
Oh,
That looks really good. From Mickler to Conger. Got to keep it up. Here we go. Victoria's sleeping back. Handoff. Nope. Keeper by the quarterback. Gain of 2 yards.
15, Robert
looks like
Mickler.
that's going to be a tackle by number 8 for Victoria West. That's Ethan Guerrero.
So right now, there's 5 minutes and counting.
Tackled by number
5 minutes and 50
21.
seconds counting in the first quarter. The
Brings up
Mules are
2nd
2nd
and
and
long
8
for
at the
the Mules.
35-yard line. So far, the O-line has done their job. They've opened up running lanes. They've kept the quarterback clean. We've got Michael Terry here on the boundary. Maybe there's a shot coming. We'll see. Here we go. Oh, Robert Mickler with the ballet shoes.
Doing a little bit of dancing. Looks like that's number 17 of Victoria West. That is Jack Starlin with the
Tackled
sock.
by several Warriors. It's 3rd down.
That brings up a 3rd down and 4 for the Mules. Another crucial 3rd down. We got Twins right. Runner pass here, Brian.
Oh, man, it's a pass. Oh.
With some heat.
Whoa.
They brought the heat and they connected, sending the Mules back another 5 yards.
Trevor Robinson in with the sack on the play.
This will be the first 4 and out for the Mules with 4 minutes and 30 seconds and counting remaining in the first quarter. The Mules 14, the Warriors 0. Special teams got to make plays for either team, right? As the punter, who is Michael Terry, you got to be on alert if you're Victoria West.
Oh, 100%.
But also you have to run your lanes if you're Alamo Heights and not let the returner gain good yardage.
Well, that returner, Tristan Bernard, that's a dangerous return man sitting back there.
Yep, here's an angled punt. Great punt by Michael Terry.
Correct.
Put the ball at the 16-yard line.
And,
Michael Terry's punt
you know,
rolls.
good idea by Michael Terry to not necessarily give him a position of return, because we've seen in previous games both him and Genesis Jeffries, man, given that opportunity with the athleticism. They'll shake and bake, put you in the blender before long. They're dancing in the end zone.
Exactly, and you don't want to give them that confidence, right? Because they feed off that. If they got a punt return, that would jumpstart their hearts, and they'd come back fighting. Not to say they're out of the water and dead yet, because this drive is critical for Victoria West with 3 minutes and 58 seconds remaining. Ball on the 16-yard line. The defense, can they do it again and get a stop or a turnover? Handoff up the middle, goes nowhere fast.
And
The D-line has showed up.
that's a big no dice. Looks like Patrick Arriaga and company in for the stop. On the attempt was Genesis Jeffries. Their favorite go-to.
Well, that's what they know. Like, again, it's no different than us. We know we go to DK and Mike Terry. We throw in some Arriaga. Right now, we'll see what they go to next, because it's definitely going to be Bernard or Swanson or Jeffries out the backfield. I look to see They like to throw the back to the ball out to the back out of the backfield. We'll see if they choose that on this play.
Interesting. So it looks like that was in a rushing attempt by QB Dominic Martinez, and number 43 from Alamo Heights, and on the stop,
Albert Coglazer.
Albert Coglazer.
Number 52, Perrier with the stop for the Mules.
We're looking at a 3rd and 10. And
Completion
wow.
by Victoria West.
Yeah, number 0, Tristan Bernard in there on the reception, who also gets playtime at running back, but that was almost intercepted.
Almost don't count, brother. It was a completion.
Oh, man. Next time we got to come down with that one. That was a close one.
Yes, sir. That's giving a little life to the Victoria West Warriors as they hand it off. But again,
No dice.
nowhere to run. A loss of
dice.
yards on the play. A loss of 3 yards.
Ryan
or 4.
Stetson in with the stop. Genesis Jeffries just can't get going. Like,
No,
he's
well-
having a hard time.
Well, the Alabama Mules defense is a run-stopping machine.
Yes.
So if you came in and that was your A game, you better hit plan B.
And as an annoyed teacher, these are guys who do watch film at the most inconvenient time.
Yeah, and listen, don't say that too loud. If they understood the economics
Right?
of the situation, they would know that they could do it on a free time. Here we go. Martinez dropping back, looking to pass.
Oh!
And ball is caught
My
again.
God.
As Brian would say, he almost intercepted it, but no.
Tristan Bernard again. Those are some risky passes.
Yes.
Number 9, that is Kipling Giles, almost had it was in his hands.
Yes. He thought he was in his hands.
You see him kind of look at his hands like, what was that?
Another handoff.
To nowhere.
To nowhere. So I like the tempo that Victoria West is coming with. However, I think they're missing the read on some of these handoffs. But hey, as a Mules fan, we'll take it.
Every day of the week.
It is 4th down and 7, so this is crucial for Victoria West Warriors. They're confident because they feel like they can get it in the passing game. I doubt this is a handoff.
No.
Here we go. Drop back pass. Martinez blitz coming. Picked up.
No,
Ball
sir.
delivered.
No, sir.
And guess what?
No, sir.
No dice.
That's number 6.
Patrick
Arriaga.
Yes.
Again with the stop.
If you hear his name over and over tonight, there's a reason. He's one of the key players for the Mules defense. You'll also hear him on offense from time to time. But Patrick Arriaga, the senior, I just call him an athlete because I don't know what position he truly is. I think he's listed at linebacker, but he's always making tackles, and that's all we care about.
The gut-wrenching turnover on downs to give this Alamo Heights offense a short field to work with. Absolutely
1 minute and
devastating.
10 remaining in the first quarter. The Mules 14, Victoria West 0. The Mules look to get a strike here before the end of the first quarter. Ball's low. Robert Mickler picks it up, and it gains a tough 1 yard. That'll bring up a 2nd and 9 from the 48-yard line of the Mules.
And that's a stop by number 21, Andrew Henley, for the Victoria West Warriors.
On the tackle for the Warriors.
I just don't see the urgency on our side. I don't know that there needs to be, but it'd be nice to get a score in the first quarter before it ends.
21 in the first quarter would be huge.
It would be huge. I'll take 14. Not complaining.
No.
Here we go with 38 seconds of counting remaining in the first quarter. Robert Mickler taking his time on the snap. Ball is snapped. Looks like a pass, and it's going deep. There was separation. And the ball, pass interference might be the call.
That's Hunt Conger with the target. But
pass intended for number 8, Hunt Conger,
I
incomplete.
believe that's
Penalty
number
marker.
17. Number 17, Jack Starlin. Over there on, number 7, my apologies. Joseph De La Garza over there on the defense attempt. Didn't turn around.
No.
Didn't turn
Well,
around.
he was busy playing catch up, right? So he couldn't really turn around, or he would have got lost separation.
Pass interference.
Yeah, it's gonna be pass interference. No matter when you play, Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays, you gotta turn around.
Yeah.
Pass interference against the Warriors, and that.
So here we go. Mules mounting up again. The ball is placed on the Victoria West Warriors 37-yard line. You're kind of like in a tough spot here, right? Like, do you rush your time, or do you just take your time, run your normal play, and then let the field flip and call your plays, or do you take a shot here?
I'll take a shot. I'd take a shot.
Here we go with the handoff. Looks like a positive gain.
Number 2, Michael Terry III.
Michael Terry on the carry. Looks like a gain of 6.
Hernandez with the tackle.
Bringing up a second down and 6. That was actually a 4-yard gain. The way he fell and they spotted it was different. That'll end the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter.
So here we go. At the end of the first quarter, we have Alamo Heights 14, Victoria West Warriors 0. Going to the second quarter, we'll be back after this commercial break.
Greetings, Mules fans. There is no place like Alamo Heights ISD, and I am excited to welcome all of you home for a new season of athletics. We will certainly continue to build on the successes achieved last year while cheering on our athletes and coaches this year. We are excited about the future of Alamo Heights ISD thanks to the overwhelming community support of Bond 2023. This past summer, construction started on our first major project at Alamo Heights High School, and our students and staff are settling into our modular classroom spaces as we look forward to new construction taking place all around us. We are excited to celebrate our teams and to showcase the performance of all of our students, whether they are competing and performing on the field or cheering from the sidelines. These events offer our students an opportunity to highlight their spirit, their talent, their strong work ethic, all of which contributes to an outstanding public school education here in Alamo Heights. I also want to highlight the commitment of our coaches, directors, and sponsors who have all dedicated themselves to helping our students become the best versions of themselves through these extracurricular and athletic opportunities. Finally, thank you to our amazing Mule fans for helping to maintain a safe, encouraging, and supportive environment for everyone at our events, and being an example of the
And we're back live here the second quarter. Patrick Arriaga with the handoff, making moves on the perimeter, picks up about 2 yards on the carry. That'll bring up a third down and 4.
Looks like that was a stop by number 6.
7 on the play.
Jarvis Steen.
Are my eyes deceiving me? But was that a first down we had? Because it should be third down. We're a little slow on the chains tonight, so it should be third down and 3.
Right.
11 minutes and 25 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here we go with another handoff. Picking up the first down and a yard more with a tough, hard run.
Michael Terry III.
Michael Terry. And that's a stop by Joshua Hernandez, number 22 of the Victoria Warriors, Victoria West Warriors.
DK Garza checking back in on the offense. So now we have a two-headed monster in the backfield with DK Garza and Michael Terry III. Right now the running game is working for the Mules. Off coverage on the top receiver. Looking to pass. That's a tight pass in coverage.
Pass interference. It's like it's going to be pass interference on that play.
Can't go through the receiver to make the play, and that's what looked like what happened.
Number 7, Joseph De La Garza.
Looks like that was number 21, who was the target, DK Garza.
On the top of the screen, that was enticing because you had off coverage by 10 yards, and it was an island situation. But Mickler looked to the left, threw it to DK Garza. End result, pass interference, moving the change and the ball. It'll be first down and 10 at the at the 12-yard line. Putting the Mules in the red zone. And what happens when you get the running zone? DK
Garza in the end zone with the touchdown. And the Mules have bust this game wide open.
It is definitely busted wide open. Good choice of words. 21 But pending 21, right?
Pending
Waiting on the
21.
extra point. But looks like another dominating performance by the Mules.
Well,
Ball snap, kicks up,
and it's good.
and it's good. That makes it 21 Alamo Heights. Victoria 0 with 10:24 in the second quarter remaining. You are watching Alamo Heights football on A8 Sports Media. Brian, man, in coming to this game, we expected the confidence and swagger of Victoria to show its face. Me personally, I figured it would be a back and forth and then a separation. It is straight separation.
Well, the confidence was there.
It still is there, it just didn't prove a dividend.
You know, the attempts on the fourth down. It's just the swagger stayed on the bus. Right?
Or it stayed in Victoria. I
Or
don't
it stayed
know.
in Victoria.
No, it had to ride up because
Yeah.
you can't have swagger and it stop. You just don't know what you're running into
Oh,
sometimes. But
and I think the not knowing what you're running into is exactly it. Because Victoria West haven't changed the game plan.
no.
They're doing
Well, they
what
did. They picked it up, right? They passed more. They had two pass plays that were incredible against our defense. The third one we just made a better play on. So at
Correct.
this time, right, again, we can't let the special teams have slippage. Defensively, can't let them get loose in the passing game because, as you know, in football, the passing game is the quickest way to give up a lead.
Oh, 100%.
And all it takes is one.
Correct.
Anything can happen, as Ali on the scoreboard says. But hopefully Ali isn't talking about anything can happen against us. Here we go with the kickoff. Another sky kick to the 20. Oh, ball's dropped and stopped.
Stay down.
Yes. Again, in the special teams game, we have been special. Good ball placement on the sky kicks. No return yardage. Not allowing their weapons to get loose.
Warriors will begin 1st and 10 from their
It
own
will be
25.
1st and 10 for the Warriors at the 22-yard line. This has been their average starting field position. Seems like Victoria West is spreading out their Ferrari right now. They're looking to pass. No pressure. Deep ball. Good catch. Oh, incomplete. He jumped for it. Couldn't corral it at the 33-yard line.
It's 2nd
And
down.
that was Aiden DeLeon with the attempted reception there for Victoria West. Just couldn't bring it in, like you said.
Bringing up 2nd down and 10 from the 22 with 10 minutes and 16 seconds remaining in the half. Victoria West won't stop. They will look to press here. Tempo, passing. They feel like they can hit one on us. They got trips to the right. They look to the sideline to gather the play. Let's see if the Mules can get some pressure here. Got a 3-man front with some heat coming. Picked up, ball being tossed, ball being caught. That's a large gain. That is a 28-yard gain.
Yep, Aiden DeLeon again there with the target, made up for that last miscommunication and a last attempted reception. And Trip Johnson for the Mules there with the stop.
They are not huddling, Victoria West that is. They are going fast. Here's a fake handoff, another deep ball.
No dice.
No, great coverage by the Mules.
Looks like number 5, Jared Swanson was the target there. That's another young man who gets some play at running back, but you know he's used all over the field.
So far, unsung hero is De La Garza.
It's 2nd down.
It is 2nd down for the Warriors. 2nd down and 10 from their 49-yard line. The Mules defense on this drive is giving up a big play, a chunk play. Let's see if they can settle down. Bend but don't break. Dominic Garza drops back to pass. Looking deep over the middle. And the ball is caught. Taken down at the Mules 26-yard line. They're getting chunk plays at this point. So we're playing either we need to bring some heat or we need to get deep. Like that pass was caught right in between no man's land of short and deep. Here we go, quick run. They get a handoff.
Nope.
The defense is ready for that handoff.
Oh, yeah, 100%. It looks like our defense is kind of keyed in on the run, but seems to be comfortable, almost, I would even say daring Victoria West to beat them with their own, which
It's 2nd down.
historically this season they haven't been shown to be very capable at doing.
Well, we definitely like for them to run because that was a loss of 1. Right now, the pass game's a little scary. Here we go again with the deep pass over the middle. Ball's tipped and incomplete. That brings up 3rd down and 11. An obvious passing down.
Correct. Patrick Arriaga with the disruption, you know, putting a little bit of pressure there on Dominic Martinez, who has shown if he's uncomfortable, that pocket don't get clean, he can't get the ball where it needs to go.
The one thing we have not seen from Victoria West is the quarterback scramble. So here is an opportunity for, I think this is 2-down territory, right?
100%.
So the Mules have got to find a way to either turn them over or shut down shop.
100%.
Victoria West is taking their time, trying to dial in the right play, read the defense. Another drop back pass. Here comes some pressure. Should be holding called. Steps up in the pocket, releases.
No.
Ball is not complete.
Absolutely not. And that's number 30, I believe, Ryan Stetson.
Number 30, Walter.
I'm sorry, not Ryan Stetson.
For the Mules, it's 4th down.
Walker Warnicki. I'm sorry, Walker. Walker Warnicki in there with the disruption. Big time play there to prevent the touch.
Here we go. 4th down, 11 from the 27. 9 minutes to go in the second quarter. Victoria West looks to the sideline to find the right play to keep their drive alive.
Now, I've noticed Genesis Jeffries have been in on pretty much every play this drive, but haven't really gotten too involved.
Well, he's a runner, and here we go with the pass. The ball is.
Did he come down with it? That looked wow. The refs are saying he came down with it. Oh, he was down. That definitely looked like it was a fumble.
Well, you can't fumble. The ground can't cause a fumble, so it was a catch. Here we go with another handoff. Stopped. I don't even know why they try to run the ball at this point because they've had negative plays on back-to-back runs.
And I might have jinxed it, man. I had just said Genesis Jeffries hasn't really been involved. He get an attempt there on the rush and gets absolutely devoured by a gang of mules.
Here we go. It's 2nd down. Ball's on the 3-yard line. Victoria West goes with another handoff. And again, there's about 6 mules on the play.
Handed off to Genesis Jeffries again. Goes absolutely nowhere.
You know what makes it hard is when you get to this level, passing is a little bit tougher because you have the back end zone as a defender, the sidelines as a defender. But if you roll out, you can create havoc. Running the ball clearly isn't the best choice right now. It is 3rd down and 5. No first down to be had unless there's a penalty. 8 minutes and 6 seconds.
Correct.
He'll be running.
Yeah, the Victoria West front 5 has been having a long game. They have been able to get absolutely no push. That front 7 by the Alamo Heights defense has showed up big tonight.
And it goes from bad to worse as Victoria West has an offensive personal foul that will push them back another 15 yards. That will make it 3rd down and 20.
Penalty backs the ball up to the 20.
No first down to be had. That's an inopportune time to let emotions get the best of you.
Mules fans, it's 3rd down.
We're still in 2-down territory. I guess some would argue for Victoria West. This actually helps them because they've been throwing the ball over the middle. If you're Alamo Heights, you got to have a play right here where the pass, if it's over the middle, gets tipped or picked off. On the boundaries, you can't create a pass interference.
Oh, 100%. So definitely want to make sure we're playing clean.
This explains why the clock is stopped. It's like, why is the clock stopped? They just ran the ball, but now they're talking it over. They're marking the ball. The refs are getting together, huddling. Victoria West coach Boyce is probably asking questions. Coach Ritterman's probably wondering what's happening, asking questions. Coach Ricker's probably wondering what's happening, asking questions. Hopefully we get some answers. Both teams are ready to play. Victoria West is out in the formation. They're sorting some things out. We just got to be patient. Again, on this homecoming week, the fans are festive. Howdy Parade was amazing as usual. Seeing all the kids from all the schools representing different clubs, organizations was awesome. The weather wasn't too bad, Brian.
No, it wasn't. was it, man? It was especially compared to last year.
Last year, I think I sweat my whole outfit out. This year, it was just like my head sweat up.
Yeah, man, definitely fun to see the community get out and kind of shine with their mule spirit.
Yes. So a very festive week. We had Adam Sandler Day, I believe, on Monday. We had Jersey Day on Tuesday.
Didn't see enough Rockets jerseys for me.
Well, yeah. You ain't going to see that in San Antonio. But I'll tell you what I didn't see, which is I didn't see a lot of Spurs jerseys.
Oh.
No shot to them, but just saying like I didn't. So that was intriguing.
Man.
The kids participated well. I appreciate that because it's good to have school spirit, especially when you're representing your community. It's always great. Parents out here. We had after the parade was a carnival. They did the bonfire. Great job there by the mule pushers. Always supporting mules athletics.
Yes, sir.
If you weren't able to make it, hey, pencil it in for next year. It's normally in October. Make your way down here and relive the glory.
Well, I think it's cool, man, seeing the school pride reverberate throughout the entire district.
The ecosystem.
Oh, yeah, man, because, not being from, San Antonio, Alamo Heights, I've never worked or lived in a one-school district. So even my daughters, right, they'll tell anyone who's Alamo Heights.
Yeah.
We in the grocery store, I go to Alamo Heights. It's like, baby, you go to Howard, but
yeah,
same thing.
Yeah. We're all one, a mule.
Yeah, 100%. So she got a chance to kind of get out there, experience the pride and traditions of the district. So it was definitely a fun one.
Yeah. It's just, you're right. Being in one-town high school, there's certain perks you get. You don't have to worry about the other schools in the district having the same or not having the same. You have your own identity. So it's a great thing. Hopefully right here on this, I'm seeing 4th down on the board. So I don't know if it's a loss of down penalty or not. The board is normally accurate. The chains on the side says 3rd down. So we're going with 3rd down. Ball's marked at the 20-yard line. Victoria West takes a snap. Looking deep. And pressure busted a pipe.
That's number 45. Gianni Tovar jumped on the fumble, and
that was a sack strip fumble recovery.
100%.
Man, inopportune time for the Warriors right there.
And we can definitely say, at least at this point, for the Victoria West Warriors, what can go wrong, to quote Stephen A. Smith, is going wrong. Absolutely gut-wrenching for this opposing team.
You got to get some nails out right here on this drive. You got to get a score if you're the Alamites Mules football team, because it just sends messages. Because the second half could be a totally different half. You don't want to put yourself in this situation. You cannot relax here. Here we go with another handoff. Our bread and butter for the day. A small gain of 1 yard.
Michael Terry, the third.
Right now, it looks like the Victoria West defensive line, Brian, is had enough of getting run on. It looks like they're bowing up on our run game.
Yeah, it seems like they dug their heels in. That was number 11, Trevor Robinson, with the stop. Saw Michael Terry and was like, challenge accepted.
Here we go. 2nd down and 9 from the 27-yard line. Run pass option here on this play. Another handoff.
There it goes.
And there was a gaping hole for this pickup of our 1st down by D.K. Garza. Michael Terry.
Nice, tough run by the senior running back, Michael Terry. And that's Andrew Henley of Victoria West with the stop. And by stop, I mean he hung on as hard as he could and waited for him to fall.
Michael Terry on the ground and pound game. I still like to see the man get some receptions, right? He is an athlete. I know you just called him a running back, but
I mean,
at some point, as an athlete, I want to see some receptions.
This young man plays running back. He's played receiver. I've seen him get in at cornerback, safety, middle linebacker. You're right. He is a do-everything.
Again, I feel like we look away from Michael Terry, even when he's wide open. On this play I was watching, he ran a hitch route. The DB was off 10 yards and backpedaled That's a
Brings up
red
2nd and
light,
10.
warning sign, flashlight, highlight play about to happen. And Robert Miracle locked on to a guy who was covered by 2 people in the grass.
Yeah, man.
This is what I'm talking about, killer instinct, right? Like, you got to feed the beast, and your beast got to eat, not just in the running game, but in the passing game as well, because if he gets going out there, Victoria West has no chance. They can go ahead and start up the bus. Here we go. It's 2nd down and 10. Ball on the 41 of the Mules. 6 minutes and 48 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Handoff denied and stopped in the backfield. That's the best offensive stop for the Mules, number 11.
Trevor Robinson again with the stop.
I think Trevor Robinson is dialed in because that's the third or fourth time you called his name for the Victoria West Warriors.
100%. So this is interesting, right? We're seeing this Victoria West defense respond, right? Because our offense, we haven't really necessarily changed our game plan.
Well, that's part of the problem right now because they're keying in on what we do. And what we do is sometimes it gets really vanilla, right? And then we put ourselves in situations. They are in a 3-man front, walking up a guy here and there, backing up, so it's obvious passing down, 3rd down and 12. And let's see what this turns out to. We're going deep.
Whoa.
And again, see, right now, we were a hitch late on that pass. He was open. That was landing the ball, and he was open 2 steps earlier, but we delivered it late. And again, on 3rd and 12, now it's 4th and 12. We're in punt coverage because we either all or nothing. We have to start doing like Victoria West. Let's take the chunk play crossing pattern across the middle, move the chains. The goal every offensive play is get 2 first downs, and then in the drive with the kick, whether that's field goal, extra point, or punt. But now we're punting from our side. Hopefully we don't give them any juice and punt the ball to where they can make it returnable.
Correct. Definitely disappointing of a drive, right?
And a fake. And why? I would say the Michael Jackson line, tell him it's human nature, but that was not our nature.
Wow. That was Harrington Hedgespeth with the target, as the target. Michael Terry in there, kicking the ball, passing it. Definitely disappointing. Don't want to give Victoria West short field.
Don't want to give him life.
I think we should have just let our defense come back on the field. Just punt the ball.
Well, there was a lot of things wrong with that drive, but I just think the sequence of it was like, I wouldn't say arrogant, but it just wasn't like the normal Mules. We've got a plan. We're going to tactically go down the field and pick up some first downs, flip the field, and score. Here we go. Victoria West back in the hunt. They get a positive gain on run for 3 yards. Clock is ticking. 5 minutes and 40 seconds and counting.
That's Max Bacon in there with the stop. Genesis Jeffries with the attempt.
Here we go. Victoria West pushing that gas pedal a little harder. They're looking to pass. Another crossing pattern.
No dice.
Dove, but incomplete.
One of our defensive linemen, I believe that was number 92.
Sebastian Waddle Gutierrez.
Who got a hand on it, right? He got his hand up, disrupted the pass.
Here we go, 3rd down and 8. You know it's got to be a pass because their running games only average about a yard positive net gain or a -3.
Definitely get eyes on. Let's see if he's on the field. Number 5, Jared Swanson, isn't on the field. Surprisingly, he's been a favorite target of Dominic Martinez so far this game. So...
Well, the other receiver is De La Garza. He's been his favorite target, honestly. And right now we're looking. Pressure. Escapes pressure. Running for the first down. Dominic Martinez, boom, gets hit like a pickup truck in the country road. But in the process, picks up a first down for the Victoria West Warriors.
Oliver Duffin, way to put a hat on him. Big time hit. But after Dominic Martinez gets a huge amount of yardage. Oh, look, we got a flag in the backfield.
Holding.
Gonna be holding.
Holding. On the offense. 10 yards.
Man, shooting yourself in the foot on this one.
Yeah, man. Definitely can't be in a situation where we are. They are. Stonewall Jackson.
It's 3rd down.
3rd down for the Mules defense. 3rd and 20 for the Victoria West Warriors on their Mules 47-yard line. Looking deep, more pressure, launch, separation. Ball is incomplete.
No dice. That was number 5, Jared Swanson.
Yep, they're trying to get the man the ball.
They're trying to get him the ball, but it's just not
Brings up
happening.
4th down.
And another wasted drive on Victoria West.
They bailed us out like a plan that you,
100%.
man. This ain't over. Maybe they want to fake it. I doubt it because getting 20 yards is hard.
That's very hard.
So right now, who do we have back to return this kick? Is that Trip Johnson?
That looks like that's number 14.
That is Trip Johnson.
Trip Johnson.
14.
Let's see if we can get a returnable kick.
Look, that's a dangerous man to kick to.
It is. Well, Victoria West hadn't had a taste of our return teams on special teams. Let's see how this goes. Up, he's saying, get away, get away, get away. Ball is being marked at the 6-yard line of the Mules with 4 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Your Alamo Heights Mules on top, 21, Victoria West 0. We appreciate you watching Alamo Heights Mules football here on A8 Sports Media from wherever you are, however you are. We hope you're enjoying the game as much as we are, and we hope this drive of the Mules is one that's successful. Here we go. Mules back on offense. Calling for the ball. Handing off. Cut back. Here we go for a... Wow. I don't... Did he bear crawl that 10 yards?
He,
Tackle
like
on the
a
play by number
train,
8.
he ran through anyone and
And
everyone.
that's
Looks like that was
Mules
number...
first down.
3 of Victoria West. Can't make out his jersey. Number 8 of Victoria West, Ethan Guerrera, with the stop. Looks like he paid a little price for it. Came up a little gingerly.
It is a Mules first down on that carry. 4 minutes and 24 seconds remaining. Looks like we're going to methodically take this drive to where we need to go, which is the end zone. Quarterback run, keeper. Picking up 3 yards on the carry for Robert Mickler. This is the most active we've seen him in the run game.
Correct.
Joshua Hernandez.
Definitely so. That's number 2, Caden Leal, with the stop.
Ball is moving. Marked at the 21-yard line. Second down and 7. Crucial down here for me, Brian, because you have to either get a first down or put it in a short third down gain to give you the run pass option. We can't get too funky fresh here, but we do need to execute.
100%. I think after all of this, we walk away without any points from this drive. Definitely disappointed.
Michael
And there
Terry
goes
ride.
Michael Terry.
There goes our first down we needed.
Who heard you? He was like,
Michael Terry,
"Sir,
the
what you
third
need?
ball carrier.
Get that first down."
And
Being an observant
that's
person,
another
what have you
Mules
noticed
first
about
down.
when Michael Terry gets a carry with the O-line on the move? What do you see?
Man, it looks like the offensive line moves with a little bit more confidence, right? Which it does help knowing that, hey, man, even if I don't secure the block perfectly, that's not necessary because this guy will literally just run through me included to get that first down. So you do see a little bit more urgency when Michael Terry has the ball.
Well, it's just when the O-line's on the move, I feel like he gets more yards. When they just try to run straight off the backs, there's nothing that the team's keyed in. Like Victoria West right now had a gang of Warriors that now it doesn't pay off because, stumbling, bumbling down at the 35-yard line on a screen pass for DK Garza.
Wow.
That's a big gainer.
Definitely big
First
game.
down.
And I feel pretty confident saying in the tackle by the turf.
Well, he stumbled for a good 12 yards and he
Yes,
finally
sir.
just completed, but that was
For
a great effort.
100 for a minute there, I thought he might regain his footing because he was flying.
Yeah, he was flying. But that's a field flipper, perfect position, 2 minutes and 20 seconds and counting in the second quarter. The Mules are on the move. Not in a hurry, not in a rush. Another handoff. Out going east-west. The Warriors were prepared for it.
Michael Terry,
That would have been a nice keeper.
No
Because
gain
the
on
right
play.
side
Second
was
down.
open.
Correct. Tackle by Jacob Freeman of Victoria West on the play.
That's the first negative play I've seen this year for Michael Terry. He didn't have much of a chance on that one as the Victoria West Warriors defensive line and linebacking core read the play and executed on their end. I will say this, the Victoria West Warriors have not given up. They're still fighting. They're still trying. They're not looking at the scoreboard and hanging their head at all. They're still in this competing. And that's a hats off job to Coach Boyce, who coaches the guys up week in and week out.
Well, Rick, well, you said it first in the pregame, right?
Deep ball, middle, open, touchdown.
Number 81, Landon Baldwin, who is balling on the reception. That's 27 big ones.
Yes, and that was a great play design by Coach Barenko as he sent Michael Terry in motion to the far side. Landon Baldwin was just skating and skipping down the middle of the field, wide open. APB out on the Victoria West defender, nowhere to be seen. Way to concentrate,
100.
catch the ball, complete the score, the catch the score. Laswell.
It's good.
The ball is up.
The extra point by Gannon
It's
Laswell
good.
Is good. With
And
15 remaining before
28.
halftime, our new score, Mules
28 good guys.
0.
0 Victoria West.
We also
Yes,
corporate sponsor Baird Foundation Repair.
The floodgates are opening after this, right? Like they've slowed down the run game. Pick your poison. Stop the run, get burned by the pass. Try to stop the pass, get burned by the run. This is a very enviable position for Alamo Heights to be in.
Thank you.
Victoria West is trying to get there, right? Their running game has been stifled, but their passing game has promise.
Correct.
They still have a minute 15. Knowing our kickoff team, sky kick, probably ball at the 22, and then they're probably going to go as fast as they can to get the ball pass deep, over the middle. That's the only place the ball's been completed. So we'll see what they come out with.
But the unfortunate reality is if they can't get anything going with their run offense, I don't see much of a threat from the pass, right? They would have to rely on some sort of big play, right, that would allow them to get into the end zone. Because Genesis Jeffries he's had nothing going. Like it's been absolutely nothing.
I see it differently because, again, it's high school football, right?
Yeah.
I don't think you even have to run the ball. If you can pass effectively, dink and dunk, that becomes your running game. There's space out there. You got to find it. If the running game is like we said with Michael Terry Terry's not getting the ball on the move right now. Victoria West is stopping the gap. They're clogging up the gaps. You're not running through this. I don't care how big, strong, or fast you are, but on the move, you get those bodies moving. He's able to pick and choose his gaps to burst through. So that's the same thing that Victoria West would have to do.
The problem is they don't have a Michael Terry.
No,
right?
you don't need a Michael Terry.
The
point you missed is I can dink and dunk with the pass. All their passes they've thrown, the ones that have been terrible have been the ones that are just too deep. The ones over the middle where there's gaps is where you have to attack, and that replaces your running game. That's what I'm saying. But what we've seen is they get one big gain, and they look to the sideline, and they don't gain anything. There's a 3-yard gain there on the swing pass, right? So now they need to come back and hit the ball in the middle of the field. The question, which you may be bringing up, is will the Alamo Heights Mules defensive line give them the time to do that?
No.
I will say this. The one success they had, which I don't know if it's in their DNA, is when Dominic Martinez ran the ball. There was a holding play on that call, but that's something you have to account for as well. Your running game can come in many forms and fashions. You just can't get stuck on the one that you think was going to bring you here if it ain't working.
True. The thing is, I'm not sure they have a play design set up that would allow Dominic Martinez to get out
delayed handoff.
Feet. Absolutely swallowed up. Looks like that's number 45 of the Mules. Gianni Tovar with the stop.
That's the second time you called his name. He's been active tonight.
He has.
Here we go. 50 seconds to count. It doesn't look like Victoria West is even trying to score. They're just trying to get out of this half, hit, delete, erase, reboot, go in the halftime, and come back with a whole new game plan.
Which I understand that. And it's almost like, the quote, Willie Fritz. Right?
Oh, Willie.
You just flush it down the toilet, right? Just flush it down and go ahead and let's start that second half. Let's start anew.
Here we go. Victoria West looking to go deep. Dominic Martinez moving the pocket. Pass release. Caught at the 45-yard line. As I stated, over the middle where it's easy money. But again, when you don't move with efficiency or urgency, not the clock's running, 13 seconds, looking to go deep, and Ball is knocked down. Great coverage by the Mules.
I feel like that was number. Can't make out the jersey number.
It's tucked up a little bit. All I see is.
We're going to give it to the Mules' defensive backcourt.
Yes.
With the stop. And way to look back.
But that's a shot you have to take if you're Victoria West, right?
Yeah.
Luckily, the Mules are on alert, on guard.
Looks like that was number 5, Jared Swanson. That was the target.
Man, they're trying to get him going.
They
are trying to get him going.
They really are.
A timeout has been called with 6 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
The first half.
You're watching the heart-pounding action of the passionate coverage of your Alamo Heights Mules here on Alamo Heights Sports Media.
A vital role in supporting and promoting athletic participation and excellence in all sports-related extracurricular
Again,
activities.
this is the Alamo Heights Mules homecoming game.
Back the Mules by making a tax
So the halftime show will be first part Victoria West Warrior Band, and then the ceremonious ceremony of crowning the homecoming court. After the game, the Alamo Heights Mules band should be kicking off some tunes. I could be lying to you at this moment as I see the Alamo Heights Mules band going across to the other side. So forgive me if I'm mistaken or wrong. I just read the things I'm given and hope they're right. But right now, we are waiting for Victoria West to load back on the field. 6 seconds remaining, second quarter. Trick play alert if you're the Mules.
Oh, yeah.
Just back up. If it's a double pass, don't bite.
Statue of Liberty, the annexation of Puerto Rico. Definitely, this is the time you pull that out.
Here we go. Dominic McTarnage over the middle, wide open, caught, stutter step, and gets loose from the first tackle. And this is exactly what I'm talking about.
Whoa.
You can't give this up.
Wait, is there a flag? Looks like there's a flag now.
What's the call on the field? Touchdown?
Passes complete to number 0, Tristan Bernard, in for the Victoria touchdown.
Well, the clock is over. There's no run. You can't. Did he score? He scored.
He
They're
scored.
giving him the
They're
touchdown.
giving him the touch.
Wow. Again, I could just see. This is what kills me. Like, right? How we let that late score go gives them momentum going into the half as if they're in this ball game.
Wow.
And again, the ball was over the middle. He made the play.
Yeah, that play, that's number
Kick
0.
is up and good. It is
Tristan
now
Bernard.
28
The extra point
to
is
7. Alamo Heights
Our
still on
halftime
top,
score,
giving away a late touchdown to end the half.
Hi, this is Dr. Dana Bashara, the proud superintendent of Alamo Heights Independent School District. For over a century, Alamo Heights has prided itself on providing a premier public education to the children in our community. We need your support as we continue to perform at the highest levels, providing innovative and outstanding academics and extracurriculars for our children. Now is the time to give to your public schools. For over 53 years, the Alamo Heights School Foundation has been here to provide steady support to our schools, no matter what is happening or not happening at the state level. We know your commitment to our community, our children, and our future runs deep. Whether you are a parent, grandparent, alumni, or community member, we are all part of creating a stronger community that supports one another. And we need your help now. We have big goals to fund the gap between what the state of Texas lets us keep versus what our schools need to offer the premier public education that you expect. With an additional $1,000 per student, you could infuse $4.8 million directly into our classrooms. You are the solution. Make a gift for our children today.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Victoria West High School is proud to present for your halftime entertainment the Best in the West National Award-winning Victoria West Legacy Dance Team, accompanied by the This year's dance officers are Junior Lieutenant Madeline Sanchez, Senior Lieutenant Amber Ragsdale, Lieutenant Colonel Harley Finelli, and our Colonel Micaela Ramos. And this week's Legacy of the Week is Miss Ambry Romanowski. Now sit back and enjoy as Legacy performs an exciting streamer routine to the pop hit tune, Houdini. Legacy is under the direction of Mrs. Laura Grauman Vitus and her assistant director, Mrs. Bethany Pompa. We would like to thank our sponsors, the Warner Law Group, Stephen Vasquez, Intex Construction, and Flat Top 3 Ranch, the Vitus family. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's performance from the Victoria West Band of Warriors. This year, the Band of Warriors is under the field direction of Junior Lane Kern, Senior Cora Borden, and Senior Nathaniel Rosales. We would like to wish the best of luck to the Alamo Heights Band in their competition season and as they prepare for UIL. Tomorrow, the Band of Warriors is performing in Calallen at the Bay Area Marching Contest at 7:20 p.m. And they will be back in Gregory, Portland on October the 19th for UIL Region at 7:30 p.m. Come out and support all of these great band students from all of these programs. Starlight, star bright, the first star I see tonight, and wish I may, and wish I might, featuring Tonight Tonight by the Smashing Pumpkins, Owl City's Meteor Shower, 1,000 Airplanes on the Roof by Philip Glass, and Starlight by Carol Britton Chambers. Join us on our celestial journey in 2024 entitled Into the Night, featuring our saxophone soloists, Deshaun Salazar, Dylan Johnson, and Eli Clark. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together as we proudly present the Victoria West Band of Warriors! And the Warriors is under the direction of Mr. David Burnett with help from Associate Band Directors Sandra Liskowski, Waylon Johnson, Crystal Medina, Haley Garza, our middle school directors Jennings Gonzalez and Jacob Reagan. And we would like to thank Debbie Colley, Ron Ledbetter, Doug Hammerite, and our Fine Arts Director, Mr. David Edge. Safe travels to our fans as they travel home, and good luck to the Alamo Heights Band at their 2 marching competitions tomorrow. Welcome to Homecoming! The Alamo Heights Independent School District is proud to present the 2024-2025 Mighty Mule Marching Band and the Alamo Heights High School Spurs Dance Team. The Mighty Mule Band is under the field leadership of drum majors Eleanor Dibble, Skylar Churchill, and Chloe Swindle. The 2024-2025 Alamo Heights cheer captains are Chloe Adame, Emily Musgrove, and Violet Siders. Co-captains are Ava Carnahan and Josie Page. And officers are Alyssa Forrester, Caroline Crow, and Nina Storm. Varsity Caledonias are Betty Falvo and Addie Roberts. The cheer coaches are Taylor Ford and Carrie Hill. Cheerleaders of the week are freshman Cassidy Marshburn, JV Gretchen Birchman, and varsity Chloe Adame. Please welcome the award-winning Alamo Heights Spurs Dance Team under the direction of Louisa Hidalgo. The 2024-2025 Spurs are led on the field by Colonel Mariah Gardner, Captain Madison Ritchie, and Lieutenant Sadine Sanchez. The Spurs of the week are Nyla Floyd and Kylie Atkinson, and the Spirit Squad member of the week is Analia Garza. Now sit back and relax as the Spurs perform their clog routine to ABBA's Dancing Queen. Mighty Mule Band members of the week are Kate Rose, Melanie Lopez-Daniel, and Riley Shepard. Color Guard member of the week is Ray Govia Godoy. The section of the week are our librarians. Band directors for the Mighty Mule Band are David Stevenson, Matthew Moreno, Troy Chester, Yamika Saucedo, Luisa Hidalgo, Megan Whitty, Hunter Stockton, and Jack Terry.
The voice of the Mighty Mule Band is Dr. Ann David. Good luck to the Mighty Mule Band as they compete tomorrow in the Rough Rider Marching Contest at Hero Stadium and the Colon Classic Marching Contest in New Braunfels. Also, good luck to the Victoria West Band of Warriors in the rest of their competitive marching season. Have a great homecoming and mules up!
Good evening, Mules. This is Daniel Corso, your Alamo Heights High School Student Council President. It has been such an amazing homecoming week. But don't forget, it's not over yet. We have our homecoming dance tomorrow night at 7 p.m. right here at Alamo Heights High School in the Oaks. On the field to support our homecoming royalty, crowning is the AHHS JROTC Saber Yard. Now, I'm excited to announce our homecoming royalty court. Our freshman Lord nominees are Hudson Hildebrand, Lucas Bowling, and Ike Davidson. Our freshman lady nominees are Ella Larkin, Lila Ford, and Sophia Say. And your winners are Lord Hudson Hildebrand and Lady Lila Ford. Sophomore Duke nominees are Easton Stone, Lincoln Gwynn, and Octavio Lopez. Sophomore Duchess nominees are Molly Seisma and Rowan Moffett. And your winners are Duke Easton Stone and Duchess Rowan Moffett. Our Junior Prince nominees are Sam Seisma and Thomas Moe. Junior Princess nominees are Grace Beecham, Madison Ritchie, and Hardy Hildebrand. And our winners are Prince Thomas Moe and Princess Madison Ritchie. Homecoming King nominees are Warren Kramer, Drake Rowland, and Michael Johnson. Our Homecoming Queen nominees are Caden Ross and Nyla Floyd. And our Homecoming King is Drake Rowland, and our Homecoming Queen is Nyla Floyd. Let's give it up one more time for all of our homecoming court winners. It has been an honor working together with all of our amazing spirit groups on campus. A special thanks to our student council sponsors and our teachers, coaches, admin for making this week happen. Congratulations to our 2024 homecoming court. It's a great day to be a mule.
Here come the mules.
Welcome back to the second half of the homecoming game versus Victoria West. Your Alamo Heights Mules are up 28-7 as we await the second half kickoff. We have our friend of the show, Joe Navida. He is here to break it down all the way down and tell us what his thoughts were on the first half of play.
Well, what you have here is you have two teams with two contrasting styles. You have a team that loves to run the ball in Alamo Heights, and you have a team that loves to throw the ball in Victoria West. So you have a battle of two teams with two different styles, and let's see what happens. Right now, I think the points in the second half are going to be going up. But if anybody gets a game ball for the first half, it is the Alamo Heights defense. They have done a heck of a job covering, except for the little burp on towards the end of the half, but otherwise they've done a great job of covering the receivers. They could use a little bit more pressure on that quarterback, but as you can see, he has an arm on him. I saw him when he was warming up, and yeah, he hasn't disappointed. The quarterback for Victoria West has a strong arm, and man, he can air it out. So let's see what happens here in the second half.
Great analysis, Joe. I don't know about it being a little burp. That burp gave me some indigestion to that 7 points. Let's hope it stays a little burp and get me some Tums. Here we go. Handoff by the Victoria West Warriors. Best run of the night in a while. That's a pickup of about 5 yards on first down.
Looks like that's a stop by number 29, Max Bacon, in with the stop.
Here Victoria West goes with their tempo. 2nd and 5 from the 42. A pass, connection. Ooh. And like I said, that burp is starting to burn as the Victoria West Warriors score a touchdown. They went in the halftime, made an adjustment. They're in attack mode. The coaches are celebrating. We got to answer the score.
Wow.
Joe, thoughts?
I tell you, this quarter. He not only does he have the arm strength, but he has some good accuracy. And I don't know, they're going to need to cover those receivers. Might have to double a couple of them. I don't know. But now, with this score, you might see Victoria now start implementing more of the running game also, besides just the passing game.
I'd like to differ. As I told my co-host here, Brian, in high school football, you don't need a running game, especially when you're getting chunk plays like that. That's a 60-yard touchdown. Why would I ever run the ball again? So that's what I have to worry about here for us is, will Victoria West not necessarily abandon the running game, but lean on their passing game and run when it's convenient, right? That's right now their running totals are very low. We know Genesis Jeffries, I pointed out several times, our D-line is there for the challenge. Now it's time for the DBs. We got the one interception early. Walker Warnicky, we had one pass breakup, but in the last 3 possessions, they've got chunk yards in the passing game.
Well, usually teams will do the passing game to open up the running game, and that seems to be what's going on here. I think as we'll see on their next series what Victoria West, what kind of plays they call. But I don't know. I think they're going to try to run it a little bit more on their next possession, because it should open up, because now you're going to have to commit more people to the pass, and that should make some holes up in the line.
I hear your philosophy, but you also have to worry about time. You're still look, it's 28-14. You're still behind. You don't have time for the clock to be churning and burning. Now, if this score was 14-14, I would agree with you wholeheartedly. If it was 28-28, I'd agree with you. But still being down 2 scores, if your defense yields a touchdown to the Mules here, you're back to a 21-point deficit, and you're still going to be in pass mode. So that's where I'm gearing that towards. What do you think, Brian?
I think they're probably going to try to stay with the passing attack, mainly because, here's what I think. I think it's working, but there's Victoria West, how they see themselves, which I think they would probably say, if you ask them, they see themselves as being fairly balanced. But historically, especially this season, they don't pass the ball a whole lot, right? I know against Tybee, man, they had 149 yards passing on 18 attempts and rushing 350 yards on 55 carries. Because, now, here's the thing. It could be because they didn't have to.
Special teams getting special, and it looks like
out of bounds. But
out of bounds at the 19-yard. Yeah, Joe almost made me have another heart attack. He's like holding back here. I was like, oh no. He was hoping no one held. Landon Balden as usual. Nice return game. Nice developing blocking. So here's the thing, Brian. I know you're saying about the stats, but we have to remember they've never trailed in a ball game this year.
True.
So it's different when you you don't have to throw the ball when you're running the ball.
And that's exactly what I was going to say. They haven't had to because
No.
they were able to rely so heavily on Genesis Jeffries and Tristan Bernard. But I think Alamo Heights kind of took away the thing that they did very well in the story, which is run the ball. So now they're forced to depend on it. And I really think Coach Ricker's strategy is going to be, I'm going to force them to beat me with their arm because I don't believe they can.
Well, you don't have to believe it, but they scored 2 touchdowns with it. So I'm a believer of the moment. And the moment says that passing game is spicy.
Yeah, man.
Hopefully right here, as Michael Terry is ridden out of bounds by 5 Warriors.
It's getting a little spicy over there, man. Number 24 of Victoria West, Tristan Edwards, kind of getting a little spicy, saying get you some. No, I'm sorry, not Tristan. It was Travion People saying get you some to Michael Terry, but I don't know if that's a bear I'd want to poke.
Right now, again, we said this team is built on swagger. They don't care. They ain't got nothing to lose. Never been here before. So again, this is why I'm saying to you guys, we gotta run the ball, punish them in submission, but we gotta stop them from throwing to give them confidence. Here we go on 2nd down and 9. Another handoff.
Don't poke the bear,
and
man.
Brian,
Don't
you're right on
poke
this
the
one.
bear.
The bear is poked.
Don't
there should be a
poke the bear.
15-yard penalty, but not called.
Oh, they're not calling the touchdown?
No, it's a touchdown.
Oh, I was about to say. I was like,
no, it's after he scored. He was at the E and got tackled.
Yeah, don't look, man. Michael Terry, that man got 5 stars for a reason.
Definitely.
I wouldn't give him a reason to be
I think that
upset.
defender was just asking for an autograph.
Well, he got one. And I'm hoping Mike said scoreboard, young fella.
Hey,
Scoreboard.
look, it's 34-14.
Here's a kick is up and
almost
good. 35 points for the Mules. What a way to respond to a second half touchdown by the Warriors that got us all 3 going back and forth of what they should do, shouldn't do. Luckily, the Mules offense told us, who cares? We got this. Don't worry, Brian. Don't worry, LaRhon. Don't worry, Joe. I'm still worried because the defense is back up. And as Joe said, we'll see what they do in this series.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about all this, what they're going to do with this, and the offense, and it made it all mute. We're just going to go ahead and score, and then, let them do whatever they want to do, but we're going to score.
Not to toot my own horn, I did say if we score and go up 21, it's going to cause Victoria West to go back to the thing that's worked for them all night, which is throwing the ball in the middle or the perimeter and getting loose. It's hard. Like, I don't know if you guys ever played DB in high school. It ain't easy. 9 times out of 10, you're worried about the official throwing a PI call that may or may not be PI. You're worried about getting burnt. Even though it's not an ESPN situation, you don't want to be the dude in film room where coach hits a rewind button 40 times. What were you doing on this play? Well, there's a lot going on for these teenagers. And
short memory.
We said that earlier. If anything, our Mules defense has to have short memory. Get back on that horse, saddle up, and play another down.
Correct, yeah. Quarterback, he's going to keep slinging it here. Yeah. Especially now, like you said, going up by 21 points. They don't have time to waste.
Alamo Heights 35, Victoria West 14. It's been a back-and-forth battle in the second half so far. Ball is kicked out of bounds, setting up Victoria West with excellent field position. Not a good sign for our Mules defense. They would like to see that ball pinned down a little bit further. But I digress because they don't also want to give up a special team touchdown. Brian, here's the moment of the night for the Warriors. If they do not score on this drive, what do you think the status goes into?
Free kick out of bounds.
I think it goes into amongst the players. I think it goes into because so far this game, you showed a very limited ability to get out right? And we talk about guys having short-term memories. When a team is running the ball consistently, just running, you can't stop it. Right? It's demoralizing because it's demoralizing on 2 phases. Demoralizing for the team to watch. It's demoralizing for that front 7, right? Yeah,
it's exhausting.
So it'll be interesting to see if they're able to respond.
Looks like we have a re-kick.
Victoria West made this. See, Victoria West is wants their weapons to weaponize, right? They don't want to take the ball at the 30. They want an opportunity to return this kick to get them jump-started back in the game. And again, we gotta let sleeping dogs lie. We gotta put them to sleep even deeper. Right now, if you're Alamo Heights, you have to make a decision because it's harder to sky kick from the 35 than it was for the 4, and let's see what happens. Got a right return. Great decision by the Victoria West coaching staff. They will start their second possession of the second half at the 38-yard line of the Warriors.
22, Thomas Gutierrez leads the way on the tackle.
Wow.
Thomas Gutierrez on that tackle there.
Warriors from their own 43.
So, Joe, same thing. If the Victoria West Warriors can't score on this drive, what status will they be in?
Oh, they're going to be in a lot. They'll put this tremendous pressure on their defense if the offense doesn't score. I mean, you can tell they know this. The first half, how many times did they go for it on fourth down? I mean, they went quite a bit. They know that they need to score to stay in the game, and so I mean, they're going to go I think every possession for them is going to be 4 downs.
So it seems right now that the offensive coordinator has been listening to you two because he ran the ball on first down, gaining 1 yard. And to my point, 1 yard ain't going to cut it. Here we go. Quick mode pass.
Oh, hold it.
It's completed.
Looks like we're going to have hold.
Penalty marker down.
Do you see laundry on the ground, Brian?
Yes, sir. Laundry on
Gotcha.
the
It's
ground.
blending in with that green. I don't know if they changed the colors this week. So if we get a holding, that's going to push them back 10 yards, make it second down and 19
10 yards, second down.
from the 34.
Last game that, penalties, man, they are drive killers.
And in this game, that's what before Victoria got that last quick second end of the half touchdown, they had shot themselves in the foot twice. They were in good position to score. They lost 20 yards. They backed up and they had the fumble and it turned over. So now it seems like they kind of have their act together until this play.
Yeah. I think they're looking to the side to see what play they're going to run, but I think you're going to see some passing coming up.
Yeah.
That's what a wise man once said. Can't stop me, won't stop me. Up and false start. There, no. See,
Yeah.
I'm not counting their plays, but every time they run the ball, they barely get to the line of scrimmage. They've had one explosive run play in this half.
And Genesis Jeffries, man, that's their go-to, who they've been using quite frequently. And as an economics teacher, it seems like we're regressing continuously to the mean,
Yes.
right? Nothing is coming out of that rushing attack.
At some point, you may even try a flea flicker, right? Foolish or something. Here we go, drop back. Martinez launches and unloads. And the ball is caught. And you know what? They are back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be fourth down and still long. If you're Victoria West, which it looks like they're going for it, this is a moment of truth.
Correct.
Another 4th down.
Number 3, Oliver Duffin with the big hit to stop him at that line of
Let's see what
scrimmage.
Rickard dials. Oh, quick
Wow.
punt. Nice move.
Five.
However, it's still fairly good field position for the Mules. It'll be at their 34, 33-yard line. I like the quick kick call. You don't give them an opportunity to return it. What we haven't seen is a good punt in the first place to get a good return. So I don't even know if it would have been a mute point.
That definitely surprised me. I was not expecting that.
At all.
At this point, down 21, it's kind of like, I hate to use this phrase, but what do you have to lose? Like, if you go for it, 4th and 9, you've shown capabilities in your passing game to get a first down. Worst case scenario, you throw it, don't complete it. The ball's not too far off of where, the Mules can score quickly. Time is not on your side.
Yeah, they're showing some confidence in the defense, so let's see what happens.
Here we are with Michael Terry at quarterback on the keeper. Juke move. Oh, wrapped up. The assignment for the Victoria West Warriors is find number 2 at all times.
Correct.
Again, I said this earlier, Joe. I don't know if you heard it on the broadcast. I was telling Brian, I would still like us to get the ball to Michael Terry as a receiver, because right now it's either quarterback, running back in the same position. Teams can load up on him, but putting him in a position where he can get loose. Matter of fact, Victoria West hasn't doubled him on every play he's been a receiver. So I'd like to see a little bit of that. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, in the first half, I saw a play that we hadn't really liked. The screen pass. What happened to the screen pass? I hadn't seen that in I don't know how many games. And then early in the first half, we did it, and we got a good gain on it.
Here we go, a sack by the Victoria West Warriors. Their defense has stepped up.
That's a sack by number 22 of Victoria West, Joshua Hernandez.
That would put us down third and very, very long. Third and 20, third and 16. Ball's on the 28-yard line. You already know what play they're going to dial up. It's either DK or Michael Terry in some form or fashion. But this is a good one to look at. Landon Baldwin, it's a moment for him to step up.
Not to be careless, though, with the ball. Don't force it. It's not there.
Clean pocket. Ball's thrown deep. Wide open, double covered. And no, again, this is where we have to trust. If you look on the boundary, wide receiver Hunt Conger had the best assignment. Nobody was covering. We know Mike's going to get doubled. What I liked earlier is what you saw is Mike came in motion, and that's where they went to DK Garza. If you're going to use him as a decoy, that's fine, but use him in a way that makes football sense.
Correct, yeah. I mean, that was the play you're referring to in the first half. That was a great using him as that decoy for that long pass. That and mix it up. I mean, not the traditional run on first, pass on second. We need to kind of mix it up on this stuff.
Well, it's I guess you were asking, like, Brian, what would you think of this? What's the objective of the drive? Is it to get points? Is it to kill clock? Sometimes I can't tell what our objective is when we have the football because we don't move with tempo. We're kind of methodical, and then when it doesn't go our way, it's like, oh, okay, like, oh, that didn't work.
True. I think so. Of course, I think early on in that drive, the objective being, let's see if we can get some more score. Let's see if we can create some more distance. But then after a while, it was kind of like, hey, let's just go ahead and take what we got. Right? We can knock some time off the clock. 7 minutes, 34 seconds left in the game. Force Victoria West in a situation where not only are they playing us, but they're playing the clock as well.
We have a special guest with us, a former Mule who happens to be home on break from his lovely destination of Lubbock, Texas. We have Jackson Hildenbrand, who used to be part of the wall of protection for the Mules. Jackson, welcome home, and tell us how you been.
I've been good. I mean, it's great back to be here, seeing everyone, seeing all my old teammates, coaches, and seeing this field. It's an awesome place to be, and yeah.
So, as you transition to college, tell us one of your favorite times on this field here at Traylor AZAR Field, Harry B. OREM Stadium. What's a memory you have on a night like tonight, Friday Night Football?
One memory, I have many memories in the stadium, but one memory I've had was against Lockhart, first round playoffs last year. Getting a good win. Last time playing on Traylor AZAR Field. So yeah, that was just a great opportunity to spend with my family and friends, teammates, coaches. So yeah.
Speaking of teammates and coaches, I know a lot of these guys, you just played with them last year. Did you give a message to them before tonight's homecoming game?
Yeah, I did. So I saw them when they were walking through stuff, and I just said, just finish your blocks. And, I mean, from what it looks like right now, that's what they're doing. I saw this line when I first came back. I saw them for the first time yesterday. And, man, they've put on some weight this season. And it's good weight, too. It's they've definitely been in the weight room. So, that's a good thing. That's what they needed. So,
well, from one O-lineman to a group of O-linemen, we appreciate that assessment because that was Mr. Brian Monet's key to the game is the offensive line has to be a unit, similar to yours last year where you're moving people off blocks. You're digging trenches and you're pushing forward for the running backs to eat. You've seen that with the score 35-14. DK's been cooking. Mike's been cooking. So going forward, we wish you all the best in the rest of your season. We're glad you could stop by and join us. It's always good to have a Hildebrand in the house. Big 72, Big Hildy. Gotten bigger, I may say. That training table must be good. What's your favorite meal up in college?
Oh, man. I mean, we get steaks whenever we win, so, that's always a good one.
What cut of steak are you getting?
Oh, man. I think a ribeye.
That's not a bad choice, my friend. Well, thank you for stopping by the broadcast. We appreciate it. Jackson Hildebrand, former Alamo Heights Mule, number 72. He is a member of the Chop family, and I don't mean the barbecue chops of Bill Miller's. It's a brotherhood here at Alamo Heights, especially in that O-line. Back to the game, 6 minutes and 28 seconds. It's second down and 10 for the Victoria West Warriors. They're grasping at straws right now. They even have the scoreboard turned off because it's getting ugly. Hopefully it'll come back here in a second.
Sorry, accidentally tripped over a puck.
Joe, we told you, man, stay in your lane. You're doing too much.
Man.
Joe's trying to operate a camera. Good job. Good housekeeping duties. Victoria West right here, 2nd down and 10 on the 42-yard line. Well, you know, sometimes they slow down the game just to catch their breath. But I don't know if there was a penalty on the play. The coach seems to be somewhat irate. He's on the field. Coach Ridham is talking to the 2 officials on our sideline, which I never understood this. You don't really see laundry anymore. They don't have to get on the mic to explain what's happening, but they'll sort it out, and hopefully we'll get a message of what all the discussions were about.
Well, it's eating into the momentum that Victoria West had. He's slowing it down.
No movement with the ball at the point. Is that the mark ready for play whistle? That is. So all of that for, I don't know, giggles and grins. It's still 2nd down and 10, 6 minutes and 21 seconds remaining. Alamo Heights Mules 35, Victoria West Warriors 14. The Warriors are trying to get momentum here. They have decent field position. Going back to our old debate here 5 minutes ago, run or pass, and it looks like a pass. Oh, good push by the D-line.
Yeah, overthrew him. Looks like that was number 5. Jared Swanson. There he goes again.
He has several attempts
Johnson
tonight.
defending for Alamo Heights.
Trenches there seems to be some holding.
Fans,
Oh,
down.
Hey, it's trench warfare down there.
Oh,
You're going to
it
get
is.
some, you're not going to get some.
the game within a game. Yeah, the front 5 and front 7
They're
are.
hooking the guy coming on the corner there. He's
The defensive end. Brian, to your point, one thing knocked you out on Martinez was accuracy, and right now they're just trying to air it out, hope they get a big bomb play. I don't expect anything less on this play. Dropping back, pressure
Got him.
coming.
Got him.
Not today.
Number 11, Ryan Stetson
Number
with
11,
the
Ryan
sack.
Stetson with the sack of
That's
the
only
game.
our
play.
2nd sack of the
It's
game, I
fourth
believe,
down.
today. So we've done a lot of things well. Joe, you asked to dial up the pressure, and they delivered.
yes. I mean, that was a speed rush. He just beat his man and got a hold of the quarterback.
I think we've had a sack in every game, which is awesome.
Trey Johnson.
Again, the defense has set the tone for us all season, and nothing has stopped them short of doing that this game tonight. 5 minutes and 40 seconds and counting, 35-14. Punt on the way from Victoria West. Not the best punt. Tripp says, get away, get away, get away. Got a favorable roll to the 24-yard line.
You know, Lauren, I just want to say before we get on to the next play, I just want to give a shout out to the Alamo Heights Sports Production crew. If people out there don't realize this is a student-led production. They run the cameras, they run the sound, the video, and it's all run by students who are learning different skills under the tutelage of Mr. John Munoz. So please be sure, if you're watching on YouTube, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button.
Joe, thank you for that reminder. That is totally true. Also give a shout out to one of our former alumni sports media, Taj Young. He's down at College Station helping his Aggies by doing the same thing there. So the whole point of this is you learn a skill, you can gain a job. Here we go. Alamo Heights getting loose and busy on the corner, running through. Michael Terry has activated himself with determination on 1st down, running for a gain of 9. That's the kind of energy we need on 1st down.
Correct. And it looks like that was number 21, Andrew Henley of Victoria West with a stop.
I don't know. It almost looked like it.
It looked like a low snap. We've had a couple of those. Here we are again. DK Garza, Michael Terry in the backfield. Two wide receivers left and right. Another low snap
Well, they
picked up.
heard you.
DK gets the 1st down, trying to get loose on the sideline.
It's like we got a flag in the backfield.
Guys with the ball carrier.
Yeah. Holding.
You know, Joe, you jinxed the Mules because you asked for holding. You asked for holding like 5 minutes ago, and they heard you and delivered right when we didn't need it. Drive killer. Be careful what you ask for. You may get it.
Jinxed it. I jinxed it.
Joe's jinx in the third quarter. 4 minutes and 29 seconds left. DK had plans of getting the first down. Joe had others. That's a DoorDash holding play of the moment because you ordered it and they delivered right when we didn't need it.
Yeah, like I said, man, we don't need these penalties. They have drive killers.
That turns into a second down and 11 from the 23. 4 minutes and 23 seconds and counting. Your Alamo Heights Mules still up 35. Victoria West 14. Pass or run play, guys?
Run play.
Run play. Here we go. DK Garza scooting
Come
through.
on, come on.
He picked up a majority of the penalty yardage, depending on the spot.
Yeah, you know, I love him and Tyre Terry. You know, they have a contrasting style. You can mix it up, you know, and that has to play havoc on those defenses. You know, the timing. Yeah.
Thunder and Lightning is what we call it. DK is the Lightning, and Michael Terry is the Thunder, and that loosens up the defense.
Yeah, you should get a trademark on that.
That's our. Unfortunately,
put it on a t-shirt.
That came from Warwick Dunn and Mike Allstott back in the day as Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So too late for that one. Although the patent may be, the trademark may expire. Yeah, here we go. Another handoff. Oh, dropped the ball.
Looks like he jumped on it. Looks like we recovered, but it's going to be fourth and 3. What it looks like.
Question. I know we're in Texas and it's illegal, but do we go for it on fourth down?
I don't. We don't. 4th and 1.
Man, I mean,
I wouldn't go for it.
You know, we've talked about this other games. I mean, you get to Terry and he just falls forward and gets 2. You know, but they've been, nope, we're not going to do it. Looks like we're going to punt, but you never know. Every time, possibility of a fake.
Yes, sir. It could be a fake. I mean, I like going for it at this point. I know you don't want to give them any energy. It's just how you go for it, right? You said give it to Terry. That's obvious right now. He's kind of close. He's going for it. We went for it earlier, remember? Yes, and we don't have lanes. See, again, it's when I'm saying how you go for it matters. I don't know what the assignment was supposed to be right there, but they're keying in on 2.
Correct.
So either you have them back and just punt it if that's what you want, or line up and run a regular play with your regular line personnel.
I wonder if it's at his discretion, if he sees whatever he sees, or if they're called, you know, by the coaches.
Again, but that's to your point. Fair point. Great question. I need more clarity there, right? Like either we're going for it or we're punting. I'm not giving you that option. Because what's the difference of going for it on your own down here than giving your player an option? Because he may see something, I can do it, but now we've given them great field position. First down and 10 at the 28, 2 minutes and 29 seconds. Defense has to rise up.
Yeah, we seem to insist on letting them make this a game, and they are.
And they go straight to the run and pick up 5 yards. It'll be second down and 5 from the 23.
Looks like that's number 4, Genesis Jeffries. That's, you know, that has to be one of his best run attempts this game so far. That was 4 or 5 yards.
I bring that up because early in the game we went for it on 4th down with the pass. I don't know if you remember, he threw the pass out of bounds we were on the 40. So again, it's like one of those things where we tried this that way before. Let's just line up and run the play. Here we go, Victoria West. Throwing the screen. Runs the blocker, and he tries to hurdle the defender, and that's not successful, but he does pick up a first down. Moving the ball into the red zone at the 18-yard line for a first down for the Warriors as they pick up their tempo with 1 minute and 50 remaining in the third quarter.
It's number 5, Jared Swanson.
He finally got a ball.
He got it.
Genesis Jeffries on the run, busting loose, making moves, spinning. Down to the Alamo Heights 8-yard line, 7-yard line.
It's second down.
Victoria tempo feels like they have a little life. They were moving with tempo. Now they've kind of slowed down, checking on the sideline, trying to find the right play based on the defense that's been shown. Keep your eyes on the slot receiver here for Victoria West. He can run a 2-way go, either in or out. We got man coverage on both outside corners. Here goes motion into a trips. Ball handed off and denied.
You know, interesting enough, they had Tristan Bernard and Jared Swanson lined up out in the wings. Right? You would think that with those being their two workhorses they use pretty much everywhere on the field, that they would have got a target on that one.
Hey, I'm just that guy that says keep doing it because I need my Mules to get a stop. If you like it, I love it. Taking their time. We got smoke coming. Oh, great play. Straight fire from the strong side.
And strip.
Ryan Stetson. One-man band. Stand them up, put them down.
Mules playing big. Mules playing. That's
Dominic Martinez didn't even know what hit him on that one.
At all. That's an uncommon mistake by the senior quarterback out of Victoria West.
I don't even. Yes, it's uncommon, but I don't. Again, he didn't see it. He had a blocker that was chopping Ryan. Ryan speed hurdled him and jumped into his chest.
Speed hurdled him, reached around him. Rarely have I seen. I'm gonna say I've never seen a lineman block into a sack.
First and 10 Mules.
That gave me LeVar Arrington-esque vibes, or Ed Reed vibes. Here we go. Mules offense on the move. 26 seconds remaining in the third quarter. What do we do? Motion. We drop back to pass. That's scary. And we are taken down for a loss of 1 yard. The clock didn't even move, so I'm hoping the officials on the floor, on the ground got it.
Brings up second down.
Interesting call there on first down.
Yeah, let it.
Looks like they're going to let that clock run down. We're going to head to a commercial break after this fireworks of a third quarter. We'll see you on the other side.
At Broadway Bank Wealth Management, we understand the key to building a lasting legacy requires a comprehensive approach to your financial planning. Our team of impeccably credentialed advisors will take the time to learn about your unique circumstances and identify the values most important to you, providing thoughtful, custom-tailored advice and guidance to help you grow and retain your wealth for future generations. Learn more at broadway.bank/wealth.
Hey San Antonio, it's Sean Elliott. When I was playing in the NBA and needed a transplant, the Spurs would have sent me anywhere, but I knew I didn't need to leave home because Methodist Healthcare provides world-class care right here in our backyard. Whether it's transplant services, heart health, or cancer care, Methodist Healthcare has us all covered with the top programs in the city and the entire state. Expertise matters. Stay close to home and choose Methodist Healthcare for all of us and our families.
Does your home have cracks in walls? Hard to open windows? Is the concrete around your home sinking or uneven? If so, don't let the problem get worse. Call Baird Foundation Repair. For over 50 years, Baird has been committed to providing foundation and concrete repair solutions that last the lifetime of your home. Baird is a third-generation family-owned and operated company that restores peace of mind to homeowners by fixing it right the first time. Call Baird Foundation Repair today for your free inspection.
Hey Mules fans, this is Coach Ron Ritteman. Thank you Luther King Capital Management for supporting Alamo Heights Athletics. Mules up.
All right, we're back to start the fourth quarter. The Mules drop back, throw it in the dirt. Mickler was under pressure on this screenplay. Brings up an important third down and 11. Our backs are against, not the wall per se, but we are backed up against our end zone. So right now, as you mentioned, Joe, we can't make a mistake here. We can't give free points. Live to see another down, and that's what Mickler did.
Yeah, like I was saying, I was looking for them to change it up, but not so deep in your own end zone. You know, these passing plays are not they're not getting us anywhere right now. Not so deep in our own territory. It's 3rd and 11.
And the clock is stopped. No, they don't have to pass, but they're probably going to. It's 3rd down and 11. They are going to pass. Quick pass. Incomplete. That brings up 4th down. I definitely expect a punt here.
Yes. I would not mess around here. No.
Are you sure you wouldn't fake it? No, I'm just kidding. So nobody has an option. We're straight kicking. Again.
I mean, I can
consider myself a gambler, but no, this is not the time.
No one to hold them, no one to fold them. Right now, we need to not let this man return a kick. So everybody needs to run their lanes, have containment, be disciplined. And we need a good snap. Snap's good, kicks up. It's not returnable. Ball's going to die around the 47-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 49.
Warriors begin the drive first and 10.
Guys, well, I'm going to leave you to bring this game home and bring us a victory. And thank you for having me sit here with you guys for the third quarter, and I will see you next home game.
Yes, sir. Next home game will be in 2 weeks against the McCullum Cowboys here at Harry B. Orem Stadium, Traylor AZAR Field. That is October the 18th. Right here on AH Sports Media is where you can catch us as always. Again, no matter where you're at and how you're feeling, you can always catch Brian Monet and LaRhon Fields here on the broadcast. Handoff to Genesis Jeffries, and he's getting loose. A gain of 19 yards on first down.
With the carry, number 6.
And that's a stop by Patrick Arriaga, number 6.
First time we've called his name in a while, but it's good that we can call it. All right, the defense had 2 back-to-back drives that they put up. Now it's time to deal again. Pressure, ball deep, ball thrown too high.
And that's no dice. Oliver Duff in there on the coverage.
He was step for step on the coverage. The receiver had the inside track. Dominic Martinez did not deliver a ball that was catchable to his receiver. And as a Mules fan, thank goodness. It's bringing up second down and 10 from the 30. 11-11 on the game clock. Play clock down to 9 seconds as they're looking across to their coaching staff for the right play to dial up. Looks like a pass play to ensue, and they have to call a timeout. Once again, I don't understand this. There's not that many plays you need to quib over. You just had a big gainer, an incompletion. Like we tell the players, next play, got to have that one in the back pocket.
Got to have it, man.
And you already know, when in doubt, run it.
I mean, that seems to be the bread and butter that Victoria West doesn't necessarily want to go away from, which is, you know, we kind of talked about it. A little strange because they've had their most success with the pass. But a tiger, a zebra, you pick the animal. They don't want to change their stripes. They all run first team, and it seems like they're going to live and die by that run first philosophy.
Well, and that's fine and dandy if the game was 35-28 or 35-21. You have 11 minutes, 11 seconds. You have the best starting field position you've had all game. You got to capitalize.
You have capable receivers, right? You do it. They're receivers. I mean, Jared Swanson, number 5, that seemed to be one of their go-to targets. He's capable. But either there's a lapse in the trust. Maybe they don't believe Dominic Martinez can actually get these guys the ball in space, or they just don't pass the ball like that.
Well, they have 14 points doing it the way I've explained it. Throw it over the middle where it's open, and let's see what he does now. Over the middle? No. So now what it looks like, the defense of the cat and mouse game, right? Defense coordinator Jordan Ricker is either bringing pressure or dropping 5 back. So now he's making Dominic Martinez throw within passing windows where he doesn't excel the best.
Correct.
If Dominic Martinez was a dual threat quarterback, that would give us some fits. But right now he's sedentary in the pocket, bringing up 3rd down and 10 from the 29. If you're Victoria West, is this 2-down territory, or do you take a field goal?
Oh, this 2-down territory, right? That clock is standing in the corner, and he's pointing at his watch, right? So you got to go for it.
Here we go with another pass. Thrown. Underthrown. They're calling it a catch.
They're calling it a catch.
Looked like he trapped it, but hey, I'm not down there.
James Kelly with the reception.
First catch of the game for James Kelly. Ball moves, chains move. 1st down and 10 from the 18, 10 minutes and 47 seconds. Don Martinez.
Got him. Oh, and a fumble. A fumble. Dominic Martinez can't hold on to it. Looks like that's going to be number 92.
Sebastian Waddell Gutierrez.
with the fall on, with the pick up the ball, whatever you want to call it. He got it back.
He made a play, and he was looking to make a play all week long. He was worried about his drip, Georgia or Auburn gloves or towel. I was like, boy, make a play. It don't matter. It don't matter about that. Just make a play, and he made one. Shout out to you, Sebastian.
Okay, so that brings into question, right? I'm curious if it's maybe there's a lack of trust issue with Dominic Martinez.
I can't say that. He literally was there to pass the ball, and the O-line let him down. We got pressure, got home, and stripped the ball.
Oh,
so
DK
now
Garza.
I know what you don't trust
DK Garza.
DK Garza just broke all the trust of the Warrior defense. But what I love about this, right, DK was about 10, 15 yards ahead, and the Warriors still ran after them. Although the score is not going in their favor, they're still playing hard. And I want to shout again. I got to give a shout out to the Victoria Warriors community.
Culture.
Exactly. This is a culture building game. We talked about this off air. A lot of these players on the Victoria Warriors football team are young. They're juniors. They're sophomores. So this is their we'll take our lookings as a lesson, but best believe this is going to be a learning lesson.
I mean, if we go through their playmakers, Genesis Jeffries Jr., Tristan Bernard Jr., Jared Swanson Jr., we can go to the defensive side. Jacob Freeman Jr., Javon Galvan Jr., Ethan Guerrero Jr., Tavion Peoples Jr. Like, this is a young team, right? They will be back. We do have to see them again. And look, Victoria, we can call them East Texas adjacent. I'm someone who believes East Texas is still considered the South. And I'm willing to bet. Look, man, I'm not a Victoria fan. I'm mules up and down, mules up. But the South got something to say. And they're going to have something to say next year when we make that trip back east.
Yeah, but like I said, the good thing is they handled business last week against Tybee.
Mm-hmm.
So they take their lumps this week against Alamo Heights.
They're going to take some lumps.
They have one more game that's going to determine how they finish in this district. They still have to play Bernie, and I believe they do that in 2 weeks. So if they learn from this lesson quickly, we'll know how they play against Bernie. And I believe they go to Bernie.
They go to Bernie.
So that's another road test that they've got to compete in. But for right now, all I can tell you is, although this game is 42-14, at some points it felt a little tighter than it was.
Yeah.
Which is a good admirable sign to Coach Boyce and his staff and his players. So shout out to the Victoria West Warriors community. You got a good thing going there. Keep building.
Bright future. Bright future.
Definitely.
And you did say it, man. It's a young program.
14 years old school.
Yep.
Here we go in return. The band is picking up steam and getting the crowd jumping.
Laswell's kick is returned by
the Victoria West Warriors will start the ball at the Warriors 30-yard line. At this point, with 10:24, I do expect to see heavy run game.
Oh, yeah.
The game is not, for lack of a better word, in reach. You got a long bus ride home.
You do got a game next week.
You got a game next week. There's nothing to prove here. You proved what you could. You did what you could. So you kind of get out of here with your head held high, and you wait and you work on next week.
I mean, you would think that that's what they would do, but I don't think that's what they're gonna do.
Look,
like, this is a team that prides itself on culture. And we've seen they will keep swinging. Like,
yeah, well, I expect you, but there you go. Hand off, get that clock going. They actually gain some ground. You have to think also, right, at this point, and I haven't seen it yet, but the Mules at some point may start putting in their second team, their second unit, to get them some reps as well. Because at 10 minutes with the clock running, it's hard to score 28 points.
Second down.
It's hard.
That's true.
Here we go. They actually are going to pass deep ball, step for step, stride for stride.
Ball
is incomplete, and I don't know how there's interference if we both can make a play on the ball.
He looked back. Both guys had a chance to play for the ball. I don't think he interfered with the route.
Penalty marker on
I don't know how I feel about that penalty call there.
I think sometimes, you get the call in anticipation of a pass interference, but once the flag's thrown, you can't pull it back.
First down.
That's a first down for the Victoria West Warriors on the pass interference call. Ball will move up to the 48-yard line. We have 9 minutes and 55 seconds remaining here on the broadcast. You're watching Alamo Heights Mules football on A8 Sports Media.
Looks like that was a rushing attempt by number 4, Genesis Jeffries. Got some positive yardage on the play.
Gain of 1 on the play, second down.
Gain of 1, ball on 49. Another deep up pass. And it's a catch caught at the 38-yard line. Moving the chains.
It's number 5, Jared Swanson.
He finally got a ball. He has the most targets on the night. Ball deep.
Intercepted. Number 6.
Patrick Arriaga.
He's
trying to hunt the end zone.
Stay in. Big play by the senior. And this Mules defense still showing life.
If I have a player of a game, it's the entire Mules defense.
Oh, 100%.
And this is not to take away from the Mules offense. It's just they had a job to do.
And they had a Herculean task, right? This, don't let it's kind of what you said earlier in the game, right? The score doesn't necessarily tell the story of the game. Don't let the score fool you. This is a very talented Victoria West offense, and the Mules defense came into play.
If I'm looking at it from this standpoint, it's just smoothness, adjustments, adaptability within game changing, in-game adjustments. I'm looking at that, right? Like, they look the smoothest of all the Mules when it comes to the team performance. Again, right now, how do 4 Victoria West Warriors bust through on a handoff and the ball couldn't even get handed off? It's inconsistencies on the offensive side of the ball that kind of concern me a little bit. I know they're working on it, and each week they're going to get better. But that's the thing. Right now, the defense maybe had 2 bad drives. Yes, it ended up in 14 points. However, they've, 4 turnovers, 2 sacks. They've shut down the running game. They didn't let the 2 passing touchdowns make them skittish. So that's why to give the entire defense the game ball. Robert Mickler flanked by his left and right by running backs. Michael Terry with the carry. 1 cut. Gets up the field. Gets a good chunk of that yardage back to get him close to the line of scrimmage. It brings up a 3rd down.
Gain of 3 on the play. It's 3rd down. Tackled by 42, Javon Galvan.
7 minutes and 50 seconds counting. Ball's on the 41, 3rd down 11. You don't want to have to pass here, but you may have to just get the first down. You got a handoff, I don't know, get you the first down. If it's DK, Garzi may be able to scoot and get 12.
Yeah, you want to find ways to keep that clock moving.
Hand off to DK, who's touching the backfield. He scoots.
This young man.
He's short of the first down.
His acceleration is absolutely crazy. Right?
Yes.
You don't need a lot of space. He can wiggle.
He's compact, right? He's hard to tackle because you don't see him coming. When you do, he's hitting you with the 2-step and getting an extra 3 yards. 4th down and 5. If you're the Mules, they're going wild mule here with Michael Terry at the mule spot. So they're going for it, keeping that clock turning. We're just under 7 minutes. 4th down and 5, ball on the 33. This is not a bad position to do this. I definitely think this is a wise move. Snap is low. Play clock. Need a timeout. False start.
It's a timeout. I think we have a timeout.
Yes, good call. Timeout, Alamo Heights.
A little bit of time to think it over.
Well, it's a good call because you don't want to make it 4th down and 10.
And you can't take them with you.
You can't take them with you. This is right now the opportunity to kill clock if you get this first down or make Victoria West call timeouts, which they probably won't do or wouldn't do.
No.
It's 4th and 5.
All right, here we go after the timeout. 6 minutes and 48 seconds remaining. Victoria West wants to stop. The Mules want a first down. What will it be? It's going to be a pass. We've seen, and yes, connection. Touchdown. Trip Johnson for Michael Terry.
And the Mules add to the lead.
I've been waiting on this play all season. It's a weapon.
It is. I mean, kudos to Trip. Kudos to Michael Terry.
Kudos to Coach Branco.
Correct.
Sucked in the defense. Well played. He slow played it. He acted like he was running. Pulled up. Launched. Trip Johnson didn't get too excited. Used his natural hands. Didn't go out of bounds. And walked into the end zone.
Correct.
Extra points up. Extra point is
good.
Good. Gannon Laswell doing what he does after touchdowns. Kicking them in. 6 minutes and 40 seconds. It is Alamo Heights 49, Victoria West Warriors 14.
Hey, at this point, we got to consider that a statement, right? You know, you're going up against the number 2 team in the district. They were undefeated, guys. Let's put things in proper perspective. You have 2 undefeated teams, right, coming into this game, right? The story behind this game was this is going to probably be Alamo Heights' toughest challenge to date. And the score currently is 49-14.
Well, let's back up. The reason why we thought it was the toughest, we knew what Bernie was.
Correct.
Right? We could get a gauge of, okay, Bernie, that's going to be a tough opponent.
Correct.
We saw what they did at the 4A level, and we've seen them here in their playoff games. So we had a little bit more familiarity. What we didn't know about this Victoria West team is, were they for real? We had some apprehension because when we looked at their schedule and see who they played, you're like, not the toughest competition, but you can tell how well coached the team is.
Correct.
How they like to play for one another.
Correct.
And how they vibe. And so you're like, this could be a matchup, again, not on your frontal lobe radar of teams we need to put extra attention to.
Because they're an unknown, right?
An unknown. Like, for example, next week we play Veterans Memorial at DW Rutledge Stadium. We've never played Veterans Memorial, but we're aware of what Veterans Memorial can be. And so they catch your attention. Yes, it's a name recognition thing, but it's a familiarity of sorts by geographic location.
100%. But way to answer, right? Way to answer. It's easy to see that undefeated, right? That 6-0 and think, oh, man, right? Like, we don't know nothing about these guys beyond the film that we have seen. They are definitely very talented. They're very coached, right? The culture aspect, the culture element is there, right? And instead of blinking, because we didn't talk about that, the team who blinked first is going to be the team that loses, right? And I can confidently say neither team blinked, right? Heights, we threw haymaker after haymaker, big play after big play, and we still see, even with 6 minutes, 40 seconds left in the game, this Veterans West team, this Victoria West team, is definitely, I know I'm thinking Veterans, this Victoria West team
Veterans
is still
East.
playing hard.
Yeah. Well, again, like we said earlier, we're going to keep doing this. Shout out to the community. Shout out to the program. All the coaches, offense coordinator, defense coordinator, special teams. Keep coaching your guys up, right? You have a bright future. The season is not over.
Not at all.
At all. Like,
Not
yes,
at all.
this was opposite of what you've seen the previous 6 games. Lessons to be learned. Now you go to practice, you work a little harder. It's going to be easier for the coaches to start calling out some of the mistakes. Hey, we need to do this better, block this better, and keep this group going. You can only get better from this. It sounds crazy because it's like it doesn't feel good, doesn't even taste good.
Nah.
But if you put it in the appropriate context, it could be what makes you even better.
Rick, and you and I both been there. We played, right? It's going to be a long process.
Oh, it's going to be, yeah, look, you're in the catch-22.
Yeah,
like,
man, it's a long
you
process.
know, at some point as a coach, you're like, you don't want your players to feel like they got to be sulky all the way home. It's a two-hour bus ride, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, you don't want them cutting up like they just lost,
no.
you know, like you don't want them cutting up, joking and all that. But sometimes you may need it. I'll never forget this. We had a game where we lost 66-6.
Holy smokes.
It was 49-0 at halftime. And you're sitting there on the sideline, 49-0. Well, we made the bold move. We came out second half and scored a touchdown. The team we were playing was Midland Lee, hadn't been scored on all season, and we decided to bust that bubble, right? Well, they put the starters back in. That's how I got to 66. But for us, we on the sideline like, well, man, we got beat down. That's offensive PI, if you ask me.
Offensive passing, yeah, man, you can't do that, my brother. The target on that play was number 5, Jared Swanson, being defended by Trip Johnson there. And that's offensive holding, offensive pass interference, every which way.
Definitely. And so, long story short, we were not cracking jokes on the sideline, but we wrote on the bus ride home. We were like, man, we just got beat down. And the coaches understood, like, well, we can't do nothing with that one. Throw that film in the trash, recycle box. But at the end of the day,
wow,
pass interference on the defense. Again, week to week, you know what to expect, so I don't need to even go there. Not everybody has the IQ of an NFL official.
Incredible.
So this is another reason why I say you pass all the time, because you know you may get some help. Here we go. That was some jets on that player.
Yep, that's Genesis Jeffries again.
See, they moved him in a different position. Why are we waiting until 6:06?
Yep.
Down 35, but not here to discuss that. Ball up. Turn.
Turn around. All right. A little bit too big. That was Jared Swanson again with the target. I'm telling you, this
who was that on the
West
coverage?
team,
Was that number 10?
That was number 10. That looks like, hold on, let me make sure.
Watson?
That's number 10. That's number
Watson
10.
Laswell's playing defense.
Watson Laswell, yeah.
Okay, getting some coverage opportunities. One thing I like to see from our corners, if we're going to play up like that, I need you to get hands.
I'm sorry,
especially
man.
on speedies.
Trip Johnson.
Oh,
That's
14, Trip Johnson. Yeah,
14.
we're giving cushion right here, backing up and backpedaling. Look on the right side.
Tristan Bernard. There with the
Second down and 1, picks up a big gainer.
Oliver Duffin there with the tackle.
For the Mules, gain is good for a Warrior 1st and 10.
1st and 10 for the Warriors with 5 minutes and 44 seconds remaining. Ball is placed at the 20-yard line. Another drop back for Martinez. Fire strike.
Too big.
Incomplete.
Too big.
Their favorite route is the post route.
Oh, 100%. And that looks like that's number 3.
Oliver Duffin?
James Kelly.
Oh, James Kelly.
The target
yes.
for Victoria West. And I'm sorry, and Oliver Duffin there with the coverage.
Their favorite routes have been the post and the fade. Stepping up the pocket, another sack.
Stepped into a sack by number 9, number 9 on Alamo Heights, Kip Giles, with the tackle.
It almost seems like the O-line is rather run the ball. They don't seem too interested in pass blocking right now.
Yeah, nah.
Because they're standing tall, the defense is getting in. Dominic Martinez is trying to step up in the pocket, and it's collapsing.
He's
We got another pass. Quick pass, catch. Brought down at the 10-yard line. That's their best weapon. The quick throws and let the receiver get the yak. That's been a very successful play for them when they're chunking down the field.
Kingston Cannon for the Mules there with the tackle. The target was James Kelly, number 3. They're really trying to get other receivers involved in the action.
Chased down by the defense, thrown away. Smart decision by Dominic Martinez. Stops the clock. Well, he's outside the tackle box, so it's not intentional grounding.
That was George Braden there with the disruption. Putting a little bit of pressure on the senior quarterback, Dominic Martinez, for Victoria West.
Not giving up, looking to pass. Oh, nice quick slant, but also a nice cleanup job.
Oliver Duffin, man.
He's laying on the line today.
He is involved. He's all over the field today.
Yeah, he moved from corner to safety.
It's 3rd down.
3rd down and goal for the Victoria West Warriors. Definitely 2-down territory.
Oh, yeah.
4 minutes and 28 seconds and counting. I look for a run here.
And they still got their starters in. From the looks of it, in terms of their skills player, all of their starters are still in the game.
It's not a very big team, so that doesn't shock me. They don't have the depth like we have. Slant, touchdown.
Looks like that was number 0 there with the target, Tristan Bernard.
We haven't heard from him in a while.
Haven't heard from him in a while.
Bernard. It's 4th and goal.
You know, it's crazy. Like, they throw a lot of slants and posts, and that's not their strong suit all the time. definitely the goal line because that should have been a catchable ball. He had great position. He was inside the defender, but he couldn't come home with the catch. 4th down. This would be a heartbreaker if you can't get this touchdown if you're Victoria West.
100%.
Motioning everybody to the right side of the field. Look left. Yep, play was coming. We saw this on film.
And
they
they're in
motion
there.
everybody to the right, and then they throw the ball to the running back out the backfield going to the left. Untouched, they get on the board.
And guess who? You would never guess who scored.
Genesis Jeffries?
No. Jared Swanson, number 5.
Hey,
he's the most
he
popular
deserved it.
guy. He's the most popular guy by Dominic Martinez. This game. Now, he's not someone who's been popular throughout the earlier parts of the season, but he's been very popular today.
Yeah, he has. I mean, they made a point to make him. And again, what did I say in the pregame? Who's the one guy who had to be the unsung hero tonight? Jared Swanson. They tried.
They tried.
And this was no information given to me by Coach Boyce. I just felt like in a game like this, we know who the knowns are. It's the unknowns, the unsungs that always help you in your big games, right? You don't win your game just on your regular guys. Your Jimmys and your Joes help win too.
Correct. Now, never mistake, this is an Alamo Heights broadcast. But today, Jared Swanson, a tip of the hat to you, sir.
You get the big piece of chicken on the way back home.
100%.
And if you know what that means a Chick-fil-A, you just get a bigger filet.
Oh,
Because I don't know about that
Give him the big one,
bone-in
man.
chicken.
The spicy.
Y'all want the wet nuggets and tenders
give him the big filet, man.
The big filet.
The spicy. Go ahead and get some of that Chick-fil-A sauce.
Yeah,
some
let it
honey
drip.
mustard. Let it drip.
Yeah.
The young man played big today.
4 minutes, 10 seconds, 4th quarter. This one is pretty much in the bag, like Mr. Monet's fries from Chick-fil-A.
Hey, look, come on now.
They will get eaten on the road home,
Hey,
but
look. What time is it?
it is.
It can still be open.
there
It'll be
was-
closed.
No, I think Chick-fil-A still is open until midnight.
Really?
I mean, I'm not a Chick-fil-A fan. I just know that they have later hours. Now, again, I don't know if that's all Chick-fil-A's. By my old house, they stay open until midnight, so I don't know.
Man,
Makes sense.
Look, man, the Lord's Chicken, it likes to close at, I could have sworn, 10 o'clock.
Nah, man, you might want to check that again. I mean, they got Whataburger's open till midnight, so, face off.
Oh, man.
I would, 99% of my body's saying in and out right now, but I'm also saying like
look,
it is 9:38, so
In and
I
out?
don't know. Yes,
Bro,
brother,
that's
in
going to
and
be
out.
about a drive for you, bro.
No, it's down the street,
There's
bro.
an In and Out over here?
Yes, 35.
Oh, shoot. I didn't know
Yeah.
that. Teach me some.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh,
Hit onside
onside kick.
and recovered. Great job by the hands team of the Mules.
Hunt Conga there with the coverage. Goodness gracious.
Recovery.
The recovery. My
Yeah.
mind's sitting here on food. The recovery.
It's been a long day.
It
For a teacher work day, we worked hard
We
today.
did work hard today. Did.
Thank goodness this is a 3-day weekend for the teachers. Been a 4-day weekend for students, some of them 5. It is ACL weekend
is.
2, but nothing was hotter than this ticket here at homecoming week at Harry B. Orem Stadium, Traylor AZAR Field. You got your money's worth right here. 49 for the Alamo Heights Mules, 21 for the Victoria West Warriors, and there's still 4 minutes to go. So this would be a nice drive to put away the game, play keep away. Handoff.
Ooh.
Whoop. Flag on the play.
So it looks
Don't
like
know
we're
if
gonna
it's
have
holding,
holding.
tripping, kicking, spitting. There's a meeting of the minds in the field. Waiting for the officials' call. Looks like it's going against the Mules. That pushes it down, pushes us back. First down and 20. Not a way to start this drive.
At all.
It's second down.
Definitely not what we want.
penalty is declined.
Penalty was so we walked the ball out and they figured out it was declined. Again, I don't know if they're hungry too, but somebody get them a Snickers. It is 2nd down and 10. The Mules are waiting for the snap. Another handoff. Almost tackled for loss. Great running skills by Albert Gutierrez, who hit the corner. And he said, meet me in the end zone.
Whoa.
Oh, just short.
26.
Number 26, Blake Bader.
That
Sorry.
is Blake Bader.
Blake Bader.
On the
My
run.
apologies.
And that.
Goodness gracious.
Picking up a first down. You're almost like, man, if he scores it, there's still like time left. Like you thought this drive is gonna be like, let's just drain the clock. But hey, when you're that good, you're good.
Hey, correct.
Whistles galore. I don't know what's happening here. Hopefully we get some clarity. Maybe some talking amongst players. One of the Victoria West Warriors is running off the field. Another one's running on. It's definitely not a timeout situation. Here we go. Ball is marked ready for play for your Mules.
First and goal for the Mules from the 8.
Looks like we got Watson Laswell as well, Blake Bader and Bader and we got Laundry on the field.
Without even running a
False
play.
start.
The sophomore Blake Bader getting some touches tonight.
Oh,
Offsides on
offside.
the defense. That's
wow. So we're gonna walk it up some.
not ideal for certain, but also just that's a little bit of lack of discipline at this point where you're just like frustrated, probably hungry, ready to go. Ball handed off to Blake Bader, and
he's in. He's in
by a
That's
stretch.
touch. Way up. They calling it a touchdown.
Blake Bader, sophomore, and the sideline is erupting in cheer for Blake.
Kudos to the young mule. Blake Bader adding to the lead. Got a chance to get some time in, and look.
Forgive me for asking this
meets
question.
opportunity.
Yeah. What was the score last week?
Number 7,
49.
Try the extra point for the Mules.
For whom? For us?
Yes.
So for us, the score last week was, we're looking at Alamo Heights won 55-9.
Gotcha.
So we're looking at a 56-21.
I think this is our highest scoring game of the season.
Definitely.
Even though it's by a point, because previous to last week's 55.
Well, against Canyon, we won 55-27.
Yeah, okay, so we've had 3 50
Yeah, so we definitely eclipsed that.
Gotcha. That's positive at this time of the season that you're able to put up those kind of points. Again, we're used to seeing 56 points. What we're not used to seeing is that it's not all like we chunked these touchdowns. And so we still have got room to work. I'm sure Coach Ritterman will say that. We'll look at the film and they'll go back, make corrections as they normally do, and do a great job of coaching up our guys. And I'm saying to say this, that we're explosive. We can be potent and powerful. Next week on the road, which is really down the street, still on the road, in a place where champions were built back in the 80s and 90s, D.W. Rutledge Stadium will be an interesting sight to see against the Veterans Memorial. I don't even know their mascot at this point.
The Patriots, right?
Patriots, there you go. The Veterans Memorial Patriots will be an interesting first-time meeting, as Veterans Memorial is a very new school in the Judson Independent School District. So it'll be an interesting clash of the schools to meet for the first time at their wonderful stadium.
Correct. Now, I also want to point out, the victories that Alamo Heights had, I mean, especially this season, is against stout competition. Canyon just checked that victory, 55-27 against Canyon. They're 4-2, 2-0 in district. We beat Churchill. They're 4-1, 2-0 in district, right? So the competition that we played against, it's not like we can, in years past, we would get the critique and, we could debate whether it was rightly or wrongly that our victories came up against who would be perceived as not as stout competition. As of right now, and, I'm taking a moment kind of going through the schedule, looking at how the teams we've already beat played, And so far, most of the teams we play, they have a winning record right now.
Yeah.
Right? So this is good competition.
Definitely. And I'll tell you this just to update you some scores around the district. Veterans Memorial loses to Kerrville Tivy tonight.
Oh, wow.
35-17. That was played at Antler Stadium. So, again, we play Veterans Memorial next Friday, October the 18th, at DW Rutledge Stadium. They will be coming in after a loss. And then we have Bernie, who faced Harlandale today. They're in the fourth quarter. Bernie is up 42-13. So those are some scores for around the corner. Around the district. And as we proceed here, we have 2 minutes and 46 seconds in the fourth quarter. New quarterback in for Victoria West, who launches it deep. And it looks like the ball was intercepted or caught. Caught, because they're winding the clock. They're wrestling for it on the ground, so I don't know who really caught it. And Victoria West.
Victoria West. It's 1st and 10 for the Warriors from the Mule 19.
That was a long bomb. Now the ball will be placed at the Alamo Heights Mule 19-yard line. Be 1st and 10 for the Warriors with 2 minutes and 25 seconds and counting. Again, no quit in the Victoria West Warriors.
Not at all.
In the name it says it, Warrior. They play like that at times. And so, again, growing pains bound to happen.
100%. So definitely kudos to Victoria West. These guys are fighting, literally, to the very end. Sitting here, we got now just under a minute or just over a minute left in the game. They're threatening.
Victoria West threatening with the pass again. Oh, that one was thrown behind the line of scrimmage and was complete, but no gain and no success. Maybe even lost a yard on that one.
Looks like the target was number 39, Jaden Thomas. Passed to by number 12, Nolan Boyce of Victoria West. At this point, we're seeing Victoria West is taking all of their starters out, so we're seeing some of the younger guys get a little bit of time in.
Which is always good to see, right? In a game like this, it's already been decided. You want to get some other guys some snaps.
And touchdown for Victoria West. So we're seeing some of the twos get in on the action and add to the score.
And you know they're twos because they're celebrating the touchdown, which I get you want to celebrate. It could be the man's first touchdown, but when the scoreboard is doubled up, it's not a time to be celebrating as if you just made the game-winning or tying catch. But I digress.
Kudos to the young guys making a good moment out of their chance in the spotlight. Mama, take the picture.
Van Dusen's extra point is good. With 1:37 to go, fourth quarter.
Extra point is good. 1 minute and 37 seconds remaining in the game. The score, Alamo Heights 56, Victoria West Warriors 28. You're watching Alamo Heights football on Alamo Heights Sports TV. Big shout out to the crew today. Callie Schoenbaum in the control center. Ali on the scoreboard that you so eloquently see. He waves at you guys saying thank you for watching this artwork. We have Thomas on the cameras and on the broadcast direction. Brandon and Francisco, we have two new guys on cameras, so that steady shot you see is from them. Jaden and Duarta, newcomers, also a part of the broadcast today. All this, Sam, Chris, and Christian, as always, the veteran guys doing what they do, all led by John Munoz, who orchestrates this on his free time in class during Mule Tube hours, bringing you this nice production. Again, Alamo Heights Sports Media, brought to you by a host of people that care about the coverage of Alamo Heights football to bring you the production that we get. And, of course, you have Brian Money Monet, who's going to use some of that money he got today at Chick-fil-A.
Look, man, Mike just.
Monet was dubbed. Money Monet was dubbed by the director, John Munoz, because Monet's name's too long, and on the microphones we put our names on them. And so we felt like Monet and money was like, one and the same. Give me my money.
Speaking it to existence.
Yeah. Well, it existed today.
Hey, there it is.
Here we go with a kickoff. I doubt the Victoria West goes for the onside, but I leave no stone unturned. It's possible. At this point, I think both teams would be happy with just getting out of here. They both had to prove what they proved. Ball is kicked deep.
Let it go.
Ball is waved off. Touchback.
Kickoff through the end zone for a touchback. Mules begin 1st and 10 at the 25.
Here we go. Mules huddle up, which is always interesting. I sidestep this, but you just came from the sideline. What we need to huddle for? But I get it.
Hey, man, it's tradition. It's huddle up.
Is that even such a thing? Is tradition? Here we go with the handoff. Is that Bader again?
Bader.
This definitely is the number 2 for Victoria West Warriors because they're coming to that line like they are on a mission. They're trying to get in the stat book.
100%. Look at me, coach. Look at me. You get a shot at the starting lineup.
Short gain on the play.
The clock is ticking. It's 1 minute and 13 seconds and counting.
The Brain team Walker Bryant in at quarterback.
Walker Bryant is now in at quarterback to finish off this drive. 2nd down and 9. Ball at the 26-yard line. Looks like early action on the defense. Our 2s are giving all they got as well. They're trying to get this stats padding going on. Shout out to the Victoria West Warrior Band. They are still moving and grooving as a band should be doing in a game no matter the score. Mules huddle up again as the clock is approaching 30 seconds and counting. It's 3rd down and 2. Play clock's at 14, 13. So this may inevitably be the last play of the game right here. 1st down or not. Quarterback keep for Walker Bryant. He runs. He does pick up the 1st down. Still churning and burning those legs. That will be the final play of the game. We thank you for watching Alamo Heights Mules football on A8 Sports Media. It has been a well of a game tonight. This homecoming affair was everything you wanted and more if you were a Mules fan. 56 powerful points, great action on defense. Stick around for the rest of the season. Our next broadcast will be on October the 25th right here on A8 Sports Media. Keep it locked.